近頃主人の帰りがなんだか早いんです。
あ、小島さん、
番組録画して自分だけのカラオケテープ作ったりして。
日本全国つつららら、今度は歌える G ビデオラララ
新登場。
すごい簡単、気持ちいい。
ヒタチ。
あの怪獣は今
スターと呼ばれた青春だった。力の限りの青春だった。時は過ぎゆく、時代は変わる。それでも僕らは生きてゆく。広い社会の片隅でつつましやかに生きてゆく。さあ送ってください、君の傑作写真を。バンダイウルトラ怪獣大変身コンテスト。
お父さんも大変だね。
Today on Collect All Monsters, it's spring! And we are cleaning our collections, including yours, mine, and everyone else's. Ikimashou!
Why, hello, and welcome to episode 74 of Collect All Monsters. We are here for another exciting, intriguing, and awesome collectible-related kaiju episode. And we're going to go ahead and just say hello to our guest co-host today. This year, we are welcoming collectors from all walks of life, and from kaiju collectors from all walks of life, to join us in our number 5 spot for the rest of the year. So David Partridge is down here, and I'm going to give him the sort of spotlight as we ask him how he's doing. And tell us a little bit about yourself, David, and how you became a collector of these wonderful monsters.
No. Hey, how's it
Listen
going,
to that
everybody?
applause. Listen to that applause.
Yeah, wow, roaring. No, thanks, guys, for having me. Been watching you guys for a long time, and you have a great show here, and yeah, happy to join everything. Yeah, David Partridge, been collecting, oh God, I've been collecting for a long time, but more recently getting into the Sofubi kaiju type stuff. I finally jumped in after years of collecting more American style stuff, and just really got kind of sick of that. And I've always been a Godzilla fan going back since I was a kid, but it was kind of a thing where I was never into the hyper real type Bandai type stuff and whatever, and couldn't really afford any of the high end stuff. And then once I got out of college and that whole sort of thing, it was like, oh, what's this? And stumbled into Sofubi. And honestly, friend of the program, Jay Key, watching his show and checking his store out, Toka Toy Town, that was kind of a big push where I caught myself looking every day, and I was like, oh, what do you add to the site today, blah blah. And then eventually it just kind of went all downhill from there. So here we are now. I'm just filled to the ceiling with all this Sofubi behind me. So
welcome to the club.
Yeah,
it's a good place to be.
We're all in the same boat, my friend.
Yeah, and I say I haven't been into the hyper real stuff, and then I just pre-ordered my first X Plus the other day, so here we go.
Nice.
Excellent.
So yeah,
That's also a slippery slope, so be careful.
Definitely a slippery slope.
I mean, yeah.
And there's so many to choose from these days with the hyper real stuff. Like honestly, I find it interesting that you sort of went the opposite direction. I think a lot of us started with the hyper real stuff. I know Christine and David
absolutely
both sort of started mostly with like trying to, and myself all started with like trying to go for the realistic. And then it was the Sofubi that Siren called its way into our collections.
Well put.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things too, where like the stuff I was collecting before was a lot of that like sideshow hot toy, like hyper
Oh
realistic
yeah,
Star Wars
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that
And
stuff's
then
great.
it's like
Oh, the hot toys are nice.
I wanted some color and some, toy aesthetic type deal. So Sofubi was kind of right where that fell in. So
Yeah, that's awesome. I would choose to shout out our friend friend of the show, Lolo, who was the
Hey,
one who
Lolo.
said to me, the X Plus stuff is like a sea of gray. And I was like,
Right.
oh my God, it is. And
Yeah.
then I think it was really like one of those statements that got me to sort of shift my collecting perspective a little bit. But
Me too. I remember when she said that.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Anyway, welcome to the show, David Partridge, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for being one of our collector co-hosts for this year. And what we'll do right now is we'll just go ahead and get started on our regular programming. Actually, no, before we do that, let me just say the survey that we had open for our viewers has now closed, and we have taken note of those survey responses. And I wanted to say thank you to everybody who submitted the survey. And we are making some changes. This is what I was talking about when I said the survey will help shape the way Collect All Monsters looks in the future. The future is now. And what we are doing is we're dropping the news segment.
The unknown future.
And the unknown future.
Yeah.
Yeah. The future is known right now. What's unknown is how I'm going to like this. But, the whole thing about the news feature, and I've said this, I'm just going to repeat this, even though the co-hosts already know this, is when I was doing the Kaiju Cast, when I started the Kaiju Cast, there was like nothing out there. There was no news. I think there were even some episodes where I was like, I got nothing for you this month, guys. But
Boy, have times
since
changed.
then, yes, exactly. Times have changed so much that not only is there news every month, there's so much news we can't even cover it. So if you are going to be missing the Kaiju Collectible News segment, I would just say do what we do and keep your finger on the pulse by going to kaijubattle.net and some of the other websites that showcase new figure releases. And that way you can sort of like be in the know about these things just like we were. But we are dropping the news segment because, for one reason or another, one of those reasons was that by the time we actually say something about the news, people have already seen it. It does take up quite a bit of time on the show. And one of the key points from the survey was people really do like the show and tell. And so they wanted it to be longer. Some people were disappointed that it had dropped to just 3 items. So what we're going to be doing is increasing Showa and Tell to 5 items each. And it's not new items. It's 5 items, whatever those items are. Maximum of 5. Doesn't have to be 5. And essentially, we can show off new stuff, old stuff, or as we've sometimes done in the past, things we've been up to as of late. So I think I've explained that well enough, and we'll just go right on into Showa and Tell. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Click. And as usual, Mr. Chambers, I'm asking you to kick things off for us.
5 items. God help us. God help us, ladies
If
and
you ain't got
gentlemen.
it, you just say it.
No, I don't have anything this time around. Actually, because first, welcome everybody to another edition of Collect All Monsters. Yeah, I put a full tank of gas in my car, so that's my collectible this month.
Oh my God!
No.
Yeah,
Don't get me started. Don't. Get
I should have taken a picture and shown that for show and tell, because that's my collectible this month. But
Lame.
but it's okay. It's okay. It's the world we're living in. But we'll adapt. We'll be fine. Like, we survived COVID. We survived.
It'll go back down.
The first time 45 was in office. I mean, we'll be fine. So I think we'll be fine. But actually, again, like on Show and Tell last month, I'm going to unplug some things that happened because a lot of stuff happened in between last month's show and today's show. Some good, some not so good, and we'll talk about that now. We'll start off on a positive note. I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to everybody who saw our yearly Collect All Monsters African American stream that we had in February. Again, the turnout was great. Thank you.
That was awesome.
The turnout was great. Thank you to Adrian, Marcellus, and of course John Ruffin making an awesome return. To come back and
Be back.
had a great time talking about the Showa series because we focused on the Showa series itself. Since the Showa era celebrates its 100th anniversary come December, so we talked nothing about everything we love about the Showa series. So that was a fun show. And thank you all again for supporting and checking it out. If you haven't yet, please check it out. It's in the archives of the channel. I'm sure you have a good time. Unfortunately, 2 days later, one of our own on that show, Marcellus Winters, suffered a tragedy. Unfortunately, his house burnt to the ground, and he lost pretty much everything that he owned. On top of that, he also lost his dog. So, and I can understand from a certain point of view, if you don't have animals or dogs or pets or anything like that, you may not be able to understand that. But for those who have dogs, and all of us here have dogs.
Yes, we do.
Or have pets. They're like a member of the family. Even though they may not be human, doesn't make them less family. So I would just ask that if you can, please support the GoFundMe page that the awesome folks at Monster Attitude put up for Marcellus. He's in good spirits, and is, about anyone could be in a situation like that. So I just ask you just give him your thoughts and your prayers, and you can donate whatever you can to his GoFundMe. I really do appreciate that. We would really appreciate that. Also, I want to address, since Marcellus was a kaiju kit builder and sculptor and all that stuff, he had a whole lot of commissions and projects in his possession at the time of the fire, and pretty much all of those projects and commissions are gone. So I asked to those people who had a pending project that is basically out of money right now. I understand because I'm one of those people, but let's try and show some empathy and some sympathy. Yes, it sucks to be out of money or to be out of a kit, but chances are you still got a house to go to. Marcellus can't say that. So let's think about that. And also, let's just value what we have. Not only, not just, collectibles is minor, but value what you have, your house, everything you worked hard for, your family members, because you never know, at any moment, they could be taken from you just like that. And so let's just think about Marcellus and his family. And again, if you could donate whatever, $10, $20, whatever, just whatever you can, because he's living at the hotels right now. He only has 4 pairs of shoes between his wife and himself right now. So let's just come together as a community and support this wonderful human being. It sucks what happened to him, but through the power of prayer and fellowship and being there for him, I'm sure we will help him see this through. So thank you for everybody who have donated thus far to the cause. Really do appreciate it. Marcellus, our prayers are with you, my friend. Moving on, I did 2 separate discussions this week because 311 was this week on Wednesday, and I had a conversation with, of course, Frank. He's in the chat right now on our channel last week on Collect All Monsters. Thank you again for Jonathan and Kyle for bailing me out. I really appreciate that. And also, me and AJ Russo on the Kaiju Live channel had a conversation with John Ruffin, and both of those fine gentlemen offered their perspective on what it was like to experience the events of 311. The big, gigantic earthquake, one of the strongest recorded earthquakes ever, hit the northern coast of Japan, which triggered that devastating tsunami, which led over to the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant disaster. Basically, a triple whammy, that struck Japan during that time. And all those events inspired Shin Godzilla, also celebrating the anniversary this year. So I got with those fine gentlemen on 2 separate conversations to give their perspectives and what it was like to experience that disaster firsthand. And I did that with the goal because still to this day, Shin Godzilla is still one of the most polarizing entries in our fandom, or at least in the franchise, right? And I think a lot of that is because a lot of people misunderstand what happened and they don't understand. And as human beings, it's common if we don't understand something, we just automatically dismiss it. But I feel that Shin Godzilla is such a fascinating movie, and the events surrounding the movie is so intriguing that I wanted to shed some light on what really happened over there. And hopefully you can watch those conversations, have a better understanding of what happened, and have a better understanding of Shin Godzilla. So again, thank you to Frank and thank you to John for participating. And spoiler alert, the conversation is uncomfortable. Especially if you watch the one I did with Frank, and he was going through the numbers and the statistics and how many people died during that tragedy and how people are still missing 15 years later. Not to mention what John had to go through when he was with the students and all that. It's just a sad tale. But again, it's an origin of sorts for Shin Godzilla. And it's really lit a fire under my behind because I want to learn more about 311, but now I want to do more deep dives like this. I want to learn more about, the Hiroshima and Nagasaki fire bombings and the Lucky Dragon number 5, which inspired the 54 Godzilla. I want to talk about, explore the pollution problems that plagued Japan, the late 60s going to 70s. No, that spawned Hedra. I want to dive into when the U.S. and Russia were at each other's throats in the mid 80s during the Cold War, and that gave rise to the 84 Godzilla, so there's so much to tap into, but I believe it starts with understanding the events that what happened. And the cool thing about Godzilla, at least a good chunk of them, that even though he's a fantasy creature, a lot of his origins come from a real life situation, and they're most all tragic in a way. So again, thank you to Frank and thank you to John for participating in that and giving some honor to 311, the victims, and again, hopefully it'll give you a better understanding of Shin Godzilla. And finally, just to bring back up on a more positive note, I want to give a huge shout out to our one of our favorite artists in our community, which designed this awesome shirt, Collect All Monsters. I'm talking about Robo7 himself, John Bellotti Jr., and of course Brett Merlin dropped his newest episode on Kaijubi, episode number 4. With the awesome John Bellotti Jr. Of course, Brett Mullen is a great videographer. He does a great job with the presentation of these videos. He's done collectors like me, Christine, and Sandra, tour makers like Octil, and now we got artists like John Bellotti Jr. joining. And so each one of those videos are absolutely amazing. And this one in particular, it gives you a preview of Kaiju Brooklyn, and I can't wait to go because I'm going this year, my first time. But the closing comments that John says in this video is really inspiring. And in the world right now, we need all the inspiring we can get, ladies and gentlemen. So if you can, please check out that video of Kaijubi with John Bellotti Jr. Just a great episode. So again, to put a bow on everything, check out Kaijubi with John Bellotti Jr. Check out our streams, 311 streams with Frank and John. Thank you for supporting the African American stream. And above all else, give Marcellus a prayer because he needs it right now. All right. So that's all I want to talk about on my show until, trust me, next month I'll bring a figure. It'll be, I don't know. I'll bring something, And I know I've been kind of lacking for the past couple of months, but again, gas prices. Whoosh. When you pay a mortgage for put a gas in your car, that sucks. But the figures are coming back next month, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I'm gonna kick it over to my main man down in Southern California, the one and the only and the awesome David F. Dopko. What's going on, David?
What's up, Leslie? Thank you so much, and thank you for the kind words for Marcellus. I was going to say something. He's got incredible faith and incredible friends, so he's going to get through this with the support of his community and our community. So all of our hearts go out to him, and please donate if you can. Okay, let's see. So I've got a little mixed bag for my show and tell. I think let's do the images that I have first. Kyle, are you or Jonathan going to show those?
Yeah, it's me.
It's you. Okay, so
yeah, so we're doing the shelves, right?
Yes, let's do the shelves first. So
okay.
As many of you probably have seen in the group, I kind of spammed it when I put them up. I did switch over to some brand new shelves from my Tower of Sofubi.
Nice.
And the bad news is I miscalculated, and I thought that I'd be able to fit quite a bit more on these shelves because they are a lot longer, but they're not as tall. But they're also a little bit more narrow. So anyway, as you can see, this is the new shelf system I have in my little kaiju corner, kaiju alcove, I should say, of Sofubi. And I was really bummed at first, but I've grown to love it now. And I think this showcases my favorites and the best of the best. And I can, the cool thing is I can switch this out, as I see fit.
Right.
Like if I get something new, something awesome, or new piece, I can switch it out. So fear not, the Tower of Sofubi now resides in the guest room. So when Jonathan comes next month, he'll be able to sleep with the rest of the Sofubi. And this day was the challenge. This is when I took them all down.
Oh my gosh.
Dusted them all off one by one, and some of them were a little dusty. Especially the ones with wings, King Ghidra and Rodan. The dust tends to settle on their wings for some reason. But so this is when they were.
That's not the order that you wanted them in.
That's okay. Sorry. It's fine. Well, I'll just roll with it. It's all good. This is the aftermath of me taking the shelves down, and they were just lined up on the floor. Thankfully, the dogs were completely uninterested in the figures.
I was gonna say.
I mean, they're like, "What is that? It's not food.
Right.
I'm going back to sleep." So okay, so this is the actual finished product here, and
I love it.
Yeah, I really do love it too. And the cool thing is, I could put a little piece of artwork on top. The other tower was so tall, I couldn't put any artwork on there. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it, and it was easy to assemble, sort of reasonable. That's the top shelf, and that's one of my old photographs of the M1 figures, all of the Godzillas that Nakajima-san portrayed. And again, it's the best of the best. It's my favorites, and it's nice to have a place there.
Oh man,
yeah. So yeah, there's the Matango section, and I got some good stuff. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for all of the things that I've accumulated for the last 35 years or so of collecting. But I was a little taken back because I did have to set up the shelves again in a different room. But yeah, so I love it. Oh yeah, okay. So this was supposed to be first, but it's okay. This is what the tower looked like before. For those of you who remember, it was thinner and taller, and you couldn't really see the figures in the back.
Right.
So this way, now when I have them displayed in the guest room, you can see them a lot better too, because there's a window right there too. You see how dense and condensed it was. You couldn't really focus on anything particularly, although it does look kind of cool masked out like that. But your eye can't really focus on one particular figure. So I'm overall pretty stoked with the way things turned out. Oh yeah, that's what it came in a crate.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah.
Not a box, a crate.
I had to uncrate it instead of unbox it. It was an uncrating day. Yeah, and this is the actual shelf, what it looks like before the figures are on there.
Oh,
what
nice.
Drew my attention to it is the fact that the shelves have the primary colors on there. And I thought that would be really a nice sort of, enhance the colors of the Sofubi that are on the shelves. And there it is.
So good.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks, and I'm still in the process of switching things around and making sure everything's in the right spot. But
now, can you fit risers on it, like the little plastic risers?
I can, but it's not really necessary, Christine. I mean, if you see it in person, you can kind of focus on everything in the back too.
Oh, good.
I do want to get some sort of lighting situation at some point, but it's still a lot more. The figures are a lot more visible than they were. You could probably have it shipped to Australia. I can send you the information, Helmy, if you'd like. So that's it. That's my new. That's what I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. So
all right.
Now my next show and tell is a model kit that I've actually had for many years, and I'm really glad that I didn't put it together in Seattle, because there is no way it would have made it in one piece from Seattle to California. So, Kyle, whenever you're ready, we'll put that on there. And I bought this kit from one of our members, one of our group members. I can't think of his name now. I just lost my train of thought. Oh gosh.
It was from the garage.
Quinn
sale?
Allen. Quinn
Oh,
Allen.
Quinn.
Quinn Allen. Quinn
Quinn's always got the good
lives
deals.
in the Northwest, and Quinn drove it over to me unassembled. So I ended up I got inspired and I put it together. So
oh my gosh.
This is the Tease Facto resin 40 centimeter original image G2K Godzilla. And it's you can see now why I put it off for so long. It's a little bit challenging. And let me tell you guys, that resin is super solid, heavy resin.
Ooh.
I know, Leslie, you've got some kits that are really big and heavy like that. And that thing weighs a lot. And I really had to work hard because a lot of the resin kits, you don't have to use pins to stick the feet or the legs or the tail on. I had to drill pins in this so it would stay intact.
Oh wow!
So it took extra
big.
long, but yeah. And
Holy
there's me working on it. Keith snuck behind me and took some pictures. But yeah, it was probably one of the most challenging Godzilla kits I've ever built. But the end result, you'll see it was worth the time and effort. And there he is, all finished.
Ooh,
Oh,
wow.
man.
Very spiky.
And you know, I was talking to Jonathan about this. In my mind, I was doing a very outside my wheelhouse, outside my box paint job. I thought it was being very dramatic. It ends up being super subtle, like all of my paint jobs. But
I
I'm
like
like,
it.
oh,
I'm
doing really going outside the box. And then when I actually finished it, it's like, no, I don't have it in me to go outlandish with the color and stuff like that. But again, a sea of gray, as Kyle and Lolo said before, you know, that's why one of the reasons that we talked to David about, he likes the colors of his Sofubi. Godzilla is a sea of gray, model kits and X Plus. And you get a little bit tired of the sea of gray. Oh yeah, it was super sharp. And I was so worried that I was going to snap off one of those really sharp little pieces. Nothing. I didn't break anything. Knock wood. Wow. Thank goodness. And there he is on my shelf. I had to do a lot of rearranging to fit his ass on the shelf too. But yeah, and thank goodness these shelves are really sturdy because it probably weighs about, I don't know, 10 pounds. It's pretty heavy.
What?
It's super heavy.
Oh my gosh.
Super heavy. It's like a bag of dog food.
The subtle color variations in there, David, with the blues.
Thank you.
And then the sort of browns or oranges.
Yeah.
In there?
There's you know what? There's so many colors in the crowd. There's bronze, there's yellow ochre, there's blue, there's all kinds of stuff. And I thought I was going really outlandish, but when you stop and look at it all together, it seems very, very subtle, which is just, I guess, the way I roll. But anyway, thank you everybody for the kind words. Yeah, so I've been working on that. That's something that I've been keeping busy with. And let's now move to stuff that I actually have. So I talked about these last show. Our good friend Frank sent these to me. And these are the little.
I love the colors.
One up. I can't really focus on them. Rodan and Godzilla getting stolen from planet Earth to do the bidding of the Planet X citizens. And here's the little, I don't know why people call this a hamburger. I think it looks like a saucer. It doesn't look like a hamburger.
The hamburger is the hamburger has to do with the beam.
Oh, the beam. How does that look like a hamburger? What are you talking about? Y'all are crazy.
No, it's not. Okay, you keep talking. I'll show you.
Yeah, a hamburger. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't know what kind of hamburgers you guys are eating. That's not the kind I eat. But anyway, here they are, and I do not have the beam. I think Frank is still trying to work on that for me.
The beam comes with a hamburger, David.
That's okay. So I didn't get the hamburger. Oh, so I don't know what the
right,
hamburger is. Show me the damn
set,
hamburger.
Right? This is the set as you have it, right?
Yes.
And then
no hamburger.
Yes. This is the beam.
Yes,
right?
That's
but
the beam.
What
Looks
comes
like
on top of the beam is a hamburger.
Oh, that is a hamburger.
I don't know why they put a hamburger on there.
All right.
Actually,
okay. All right. It's a clear hamburger. Shut my mouth wide open. Whatever. There's the hamburger.
I always wondered, why do you put a hamburger on
now you know.
Because doesn't the cow come with a hamburger?
When you guys were talking about it, I'm like, what do you mean a hamburger? This doesn't look like a. Does this look? Whoops! I just dropped it. Oh well. Thank God it's a little tiny. But yeah. Thanks, Ultraman. Yeah, whatever. So those it's a cute little set, and it's great. As I mentioned before, it fits into my collection. You can just kind of shove it in anywhere, or place it carefully in anywhere. I should say shove, but that's number 3, I believe, and I've got 2 more. All right, so this is something that Kyle will probably remember. That I don't even know if you remember. I had this years and years ago. I got a trade, an old vinyl Billiken Bemler kit.
Oh,
Nice.
That I decided, I actually found it when I was doing my spring cleaning, and it was in a bag, and I thought I had lost the bottom jaw, but I found it, thank goodness. And so I'm working on this. The only problem is these Billiken kits are so old, and it's been in the container for so long, it's a little bit warped. So I had to do a lot of manipulation with the vinyl, but it's all good. I'll make it work in the long run. But so he's going to go together, and
that's cool. Oh, he's big.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's big.
Wow. I didn't realize it was
he's
that
a good
big.
30
they're like
centimeters.
usually 30 centimeters.
30 centimeters. So Billiken Bemler from originally released in the late 80s. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
And let's see, last but not least, our good friend and my good friend G Akamoto from X Plus always sends me these amazing gifts and kits made of styrene, because he and I have a connection, because when we were little, we're exactly the same age. In Japan, he bought the same kits I did, the old Aurora styrene kits. That's how I got started in model building. And he remembers that. So he sent me this. I didn't even know it existed. And this is going to be a challenge too. It is the X Plus Legion.
Oh, that's gonna be a big.
Did you even know that existed, Leslie? I mean, it's like, I didn't even know they put this out in the styrene form. So
yeah, they've been doing some scaled versions of their kits. I mean,
yeah,
their
so this
figures.
is, I'm really looking forward to building this, but I've got to really bone up on my styrene building. I haven't built. I mean, I do resin and vinyl, and this is actually a little bit more challenging because the styrene is not very forgiving, and there's a lot of gaps to be filled when you do this.
And it's Legion, by the way. And it's Legion.
It's Legion. And yeah, it's got a gazillion legs, right, Leslie? Like,
oh gosh.
But that's not the best part. The best part is this little extra that he sent with me too. And I know Kyle's gonna like this. And little Legion soldiers.
The soldiers, okay.
How cool is that?
That is awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Is that the one that has like 300 in there?
Yes. And this remember we saw these on one of the figures in X Plus HQ?
Yeah.
But I don't have a gamma to put. Now I have to get a damn gamma to put them on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's all over the camera. So I think I'm gonna have to find. Oh yeah, there's a lot in here, and they're super tiny.
They must be
so
tiny.
You
I'm
could
gonna
get
have to
some power lines and just glue them to the power lines.
I could, or I could just get some beer.
For those who see the movie,
beer cans, you know, some Sapporo beer cans. But anyway, yeah, this is a cool little thing that I just love it, and I really appreciate him for all he's sent me over the years. And again, I can't wait to see him the next time I'm in Japan. It didn't work out last time I was there, and he was so upset that we couldn't see each other. But next time. And I mean, I don't even know. Maybe he's going to G-Fest. I'll have to make sure. I have to contact him before this year. So anyway,
awesome.
Yeah. But before I close, I just want to say, David, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. And I'm actually really, as sad as I am that John is no longer with us, I think it's so great to get to know you guys who watch the show and other collectors, and to see where you guys come from and where you are on your collecting journey. I mean, we've got some older guys, we've got some younger guys, and it's just really kind of refreshing to see all of you guys. And we look forward to many more. And we got some great responses, right, Kyle, from people who want to be here and do the show. So we have to figure out how we're going to organize and get people in there, but with enough notice, because David, thank you. We gave you really, really short notice, and you're a trooper. You're like, yeah, I can do it. But I'll let you talk about that part of it.
I think we learned our lesson with this episode.
Yeah, we did.
We basically have a plan
through
August, I think. Now.
Yeah, we got a plan through August, and
yeah.
we did have a production meeting where we talked about all of the submissions from the survey. And again, I'm going to echo what Kyle said. Thank you all for actually taking the time to fill it out, and the constructive criticism really worked. It's working, and hopefully this show will be a little more streamlined, and you'll notice some subtle changes. I mean, it's still going to be the Collect All Monsters you all know and love, but there'll be some subtle changes. And anyway, I've been talking way too much. I'm going to pass it. Is Christine or David going next? Is David?
I would do Christine. Yeah.
Miss Chapin, what 5 things are you going to show us today?
All right. Well, happy spring. Spring is right around the corner. Or is it officially spring yet?
No, not yet.
It's officially spring here in Japan.
So it feels like spring here. It's like 80 something degrees outside. But yes,
Hold my beer. It's 105 here.
What?
Oh,
no way. Oh my gosh.
Hold my beer.
Ah, wow.
Whatever.
Well,
sorry.
That's why you're out there tanning.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I do want to say welcome to David number 2. Thank you for joining us. I love having a guest host. We do really miss John. But it's been great having this. I'm so looking forward to having a new guest every month so we can learn more about you guys. And I love hearing about people's collecting and their collecting journey. So that's really exciting. And then I do want to echo what Leslie and David said about Marcellus. I mean, you all must have seen or heard of him at some point. He's, a really big presence at G-Fest. He's always in the model room with his amazing kits, and just such a great and genuine person. And what a terrifying experience for him and his family to go through. So yeah, any help you can give to his family, him and his family in this time, is really appreciated. I know he's done a lot for us, the community. So it'd be nice to, give him our support and our love and our thoughts and all that. So my show and tell. So I did get a few small things. Actually, one just came in today. So I just got this in the mail. It's the Pinfinity pin.
Oh, cool.
What's it called? To Pinfinity and Beyond. But it's really big. I actually didn't really open it yet. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's so cool. So I know they have a Godzilla. I got the Godzilla. There's a Mecha Godzilla too. But the really cool thing about these, which I haven't done it yet, is there's an app that you scan on the back, and it does this augmented reality kind of thing. I think it puts them in a city, or you can kind of move it around or something. I haven't tried it yet because it literally just came in.
Kind of like a Pokemon kind of thing, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, like Pokemon Go. Hey, I play Pokemon Go, so if any of y'all want to add me, I will send you gifts from Texas. But yeah, this is really cool. So I gotta download. There's an app you download, and then you scan your pin, and it does some cool kind of augmented reality thing. So check it out.
Is that a 68 really Godzilla? Is that what it looks like?
I think it's the 70 because they did the 74. They have a 74 Mecha Godzilla.
Okay, so that makes sense.
So I'm thinking it's the 74. But yeah, so now and it's big. So I'm like, you know what? They have a normal colored version, and then they have this I guess this is the special edition, limited edition one. But yeah, I'm a fan. I mean, I was collecting pins for a while. I have a whole pin vest that I'm working on. And I have to fill the back up. So this sucker is going to be going on there. And I'm so excited for this one. Okay, so I just got it a couple weeks ago. Spiral and the 2014 Godzilla. Oh man.
Oh,
so
nice.
Masami Yamada sculpted this, and it's weird because when I saw the pictures online, I wasn't really a fan of the colors because pictures never really capture it as well as in person. But then I got it and I was like, this is really retro and I like it. I usually like the colors.
Monsterverse? That's what I'm talking about. Shove it. No, shove it in the camera. Shove it in the camera. Shove it. There you go. Shove it.
And it actually I am really impressed with this.
Leslie, you're so mean.
I know.
Hey, David. I mean, Masami Yamada sculpted this.
I love you. I love Yamada-san. Don't get me wrong.
His stuff is amazing. He did, a ton of stuff for Marmot. He worked with Toygraph and stuff.
He's in our group, by the way. You know that, right?
Yes, he is.
And he
he's
comments now and
also,
again.
he'll share stuff sometimes, which is really cool. Oh, he's so nice too. If you message him, he'll tell you like, oh my gosh, there's so many amazing things he's worked on. He does his own original like sculpts and stuff too, which is really cool. But I was really, really impressed with this in person. Like the detail, of course, Masami goes all into the detail, but it's so different when you have it in hand. And like I said, I do really dig the colors. It's like a greenish brown, I would say, and with silver highlights. But man, in Safubi form, this like so captures the 2014. It's got that big old feet, like his big heavy body. Because Godzilla's changed so much since the 2014 came out, and I think this was such a great design. I'm a big fan, so yeah, very excited to have him.
Even the feet, you like the stubby feet that 2014 has?
Yeah, I kind of did like his feet, only because it's the airport scene. That's why when he
that's right.
It's just like it's just so cool. Do I got a feet fetish? Maybe big old elephant.
Okay, you might want to quit while you're ahead.
Okay.
But man, no. And then I don't have it with me. Shoot, I forgot. But Bob Eggleton did the header card art, and it is, of course, fantastic. I mean, Bob's work is always amazing. So how cool to have Bob's art on the header card, and then this sculpted by Yamada-san. It's just great. And I love the tail swoop because you can do some cool kind of poses. Like there's that one scene where he's like walking away through the city at the end, and I kind of get that kind of vibe.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I just love it. I love it, and I like how the tail sweeps up and over, so it's a little easier to fit on your shelf. You don't have tails like way out, sticking out. So yeah, I really love this guy. And I'm going to show off some stuff I got 2 years ago, actually, but it came up in my memories on my phone, and I was like, you know what, that was a good time. I went to the Destroy All Monsters.
Oh man.
In LA.
Monster Patrol, right?
Yes, and Monster Patrol toys. This was the second one they did, I think, because they did it twice. Yeah, and I got these from the second time I went down. But I always loved this giant Mosagoji. And when I got there, he had a blue glitter one. Like, how am I going to say no to that?
Irresistible to Christine.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, I mean, you got me, I'll take it. But yes, and then I had him sign the foot for me, which was really nice. But I just love this. It's an older sculpt that I don't even remember when this one came out. It was an older one. But I was really excited to see this here because you don't really see a lot of these anyways. So yeah, I had to nab that sucker up.
What have they done?
Couldn't resist. If it's blue and glittery, you know what? I'll just take my money. And speaking of blue glittery, I also got this at the same event. The Mechagodzilla.
Oh, nice.
The giant Mechagodzilla. And I think this one was a 1/1 maybe. But he used on this, it's not on the 64, but he did what's it called? The black light paint on the eyes. So if you like do the black light, the UV light, it will kind of like glow. It's really cool. But I mean, I was really excited he had these because I really liked these bigger ones, and you don't really see them that much. So when he had them at the con or the pop up, I was like, yeah. And I think, I had him sign this one too. Oh, and then this is when he had, oh my God, I'm blanking. The Mechagodzilla, Iguchi. It was Iguchi-san.
Oh yeah, Akiko.
Yes, Iguchi.
Akio Iguchi. Yeah.
Is that 74 or 75? Which one is that?
74. Because there's no 2 on it. But I love it.
No, that's a great figure, Christine.
I know they look so good together. Oh, look at these guys. Even though they're not the same, from the same movie, but
yeah, don't do that.
10 years apart, but
don't do that.
I had to put them next to each other because they're so big. And then
I almost had James Hartman pick that figure up for me because he was at that show too.
Oh really? Oh
yeah, that's 64. I kind of regret it now.
Oh well, hopefully he comes back again because he's done it twice now. So I really hope he does come back. I'll have to fly out. I gotta fly out anyways. I've been slacking. And then my fifth thing. Oh I know. I'm like, I gotta come visit you. I'm like, there's so many. I'm like, I want to go because Sun Guts is gonna be there. Next weekend at the Monster Patrol toys. Which, if you've been seeing their Instagram, the 1UP. Oh wait, no, 1UP's gonna be there. Yeah, 1UP's gonna be there. And all the figures are painted by Goto-san, which oh my god, I think all of them, right? They
I think
teased
so.
the Hedera and the
I think the
60s,
majority of them are. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
which
Why don't you tell people who
really
Goto-san is,
cool.
Christine, who don't maybe know who he is?
Goto-san is like, I don't know what you say, like the OG, like the famous painter that paints for what M1.
No, he doesn't paint for M1. He paints mostly for independent Sofubi guys
Like
these
what-
days. But originally, he painted for Bullmark and Maru-san back in the
Bullmark,
day.
Right. Kyle actually got to meet him.
Yeah,
And he has a you have a figure by him, yeah, don't you?
And that's awesome.
He does. He got 2.
So it's a pretty big deal. It'd be cool if Goto-san could come, but I mean, hey, to have some stuff like painted by him is really, really cool. So if you're in the LA area next weekend, yeah, go to check out Monster Patrol Toys, and they're gonna have that awesome pop up there. My 5th thing is gonna be this cool shirt that I have on. I love it. It's like super 90s, super deformed Godzilla style. So it's by Nothing Gold Clothing, which you can get on their website. Or Jonathan told me earlier that he saw it on the Godzilla store. So they have. I
think he was saying that the Godzilla store shared it.
Oh, okay. I know they have this shirt. They have a really cool Burning Godzilla hoodie, which I have too. And I think they have I just saw him post a picture of I don't know if it's like a towel or a blanket with art by Bob Eggleton on it. Really cool, but I love it. It's like really nice. It reminds me of like, you know those it reminds me of that pinball machine. What's it? Not pinball.
No, it's the old
G-Fest
the old one that it has the big physical guy inside of it. That you shoot balls at.
It looks just like that, and I always thought that was so cute. So, oh, is this on the Godzilla store? Oh, this is
No, this is
their
from
website.
nothinggoldclothing.com.
You know what it looks like, you guys? It almost looks like a Garbage Pail Kid design, doesn't it? Like just the way the graphics are. I mean, right? I mean, am I seeing that on my own? I just kind of see.
I think I've just seen it so much as a regular sort of a classic super deformed / chibi style.
Like totally 90s. I love
90s
it.
all the way.
90s,
yeah.
Here's the blanket you're talking
It's
about.
a blanket. You have Bob's art, which is really, really beautiful.
That is
But yeah, because they actually had a pop-up event, which is where this shirt was originally from. They had a showing of -1 in the LA area. I want to say like 3 months ago. So if you went to that, you would have seen these there. But I'm glad they're selling them online now because they're super cute and they're comfy too. I really like it. And then number 6 would be my not alcoholic drink that I'm drinking today on the show.
I don't believe that.
It's not alcoholic.
It's a mocktail.
That's right. It's just,
The highlighting of not. It just sounds so fake.
I'm having a good time over here.
Yeah, she's drunk. Yeah, she's drunk right now.
I'm just having a good day. But I am very excited to welcome our guest host, David, number 2. Mecha David, Imposter David.
Okay. Yeah, right. No. Thanks,
Davids,
guys.
What does it mean?
Right. No, thanks, guys, for having me. And yeah, just wanted to echo everything you guys were saying with Marcellus. Just prayers for him and his family. He's a big staple, and it's just cute to see something like that. And thanks, Leslie, for all the Shin streams lately. Oh my gosh, I feel like every day I'm at work and I'm looking for something to listen to. There's a new stream with Leslie on it talking about Shin Godzilla, and it's just totally enhanced my kind of view on that film overall.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Really look at it the same anymore. So seeing those different perspectives from John and Frank. So yeah, really cool.
Thanks.
Okay. 5 things. I was thinking when you guys told me 5 things that John Ruffin got out at the wrong time.
You're not lying.
You know,
I think he might come back now.
Right? Yeah. No, okay. So the first thing I got, I don't know if there's any Spectre Man fans in here.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't typically collect vintage, but I've been going down that Spectre Man rabbit hole because it's relatively affordable for vintage and it's kind of a smaller line, so there's not that many to track down. But what was cool was I got this here Chorus or Ra, however you name it.
Wow.
And what was really cool about him was that he was minty fresh. He was still in the bag and on card.
Wow.
So I freed him from his. I got that fresh 1972 Air out of the bag.
Wow.
But yeah, he came with like the really cool like checklist of
Oh my God.
all the figures.
I love that. Oh
That
my
is
God.
awesome.
That is so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's got all the figures that were in the line, which is really neat. So
Oh my God.
gotta collect
so
them all.
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
like that.
So
I like that
good.
dust monster, the dust garbage guy.
Oh
What's his-
yeah,
what's his
Dust
name?
Man.
Yeah, Dust Man. He's great.
Yeah.
Is Dr. Gory in there too?
Oh yeah, he's right there, and he's behind me.
He's behind you.
Yep, I've got
on.
a couple of them, but yeah, now I'm kind of addicted to getting them on card because these are so cool. But yeah, so got him. He popped up on Mandarake one night when I have insomnia and I just start scanning that store. It's dangerous. But let's see.
Nathaniel
here.
Plummer's asking if King Kong is wearing a swimsuit.
Exactly. Yeah. He's in
I mean, it does look like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's yeah. You haven't seen Spectre Man. Oh,
it's a trip.
What a classic. I said this many times in the past, but Spectre Man and Space Giants were my tokusatsu introduction when I was a small child. We didn't have Ultraman or, as far as I knew, Godzilla showing up in my city. So I watched those before. Like I actually, my very first day of first grade drew the two-headed bat rat monster.
Oh, I like that creature. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or bird
Nezu
rat monster. Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. Nezu, yeah. Anyway, please continue. Sorry to interrupt.
It's that show. It's obviously before my time, but Jake, shouting out Jake again. I think on their podcast YouTube channel, he uploaded all the episodes dubbed, and that's where I saw it.
Oh snap! Oh, definitely got to check those out. I haven't seen them in years.
Yeah, their YouTube channel has like a playlist that's just all the episodes dubbed, and the dub is ridiculous.
Great.
It's hilarious, but it's pretty out there, but it's great.
I've only seen the dub because I haven't watched. I don't have a subtitle.
I haven't seen Japanese
copy
versions
yet.
either. So
No.
David, real quick, Jay Key, who you keep mentioning, is actually here in the Coachella Valley. He's about 8 minutes from my house right now. He's he's staying with his family. Yeah, so we're gonna hang out either tomorrow or Monday. So yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'll tell him you said hey.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you all said hey.
I've spent a bunch of money on his store,
love
so
JP.
I think he's
Yes,
familiar
I think
with
we
me.
all have. Yes, we all.
Jay's amazing.
Right.
Jay is amazing.
Okay, the next thing, I'll go with this guy. This guy was, I think it was a lottery that I missed, and I somehow found one on eBay of all places for retail, which was kind of shocking. But because that's not
On
where you usually
eBay?
find it. Yeah, that's not where you usually
Right.
find Fubi for retail. But it's
Not
the
for a long time anyway.
1954.
Oh, nice.
I think it was a partnership with that clothing line.
Um,
Brain Dead.
yeah. Is
Yeah,
that the Brain
yeah.
Dead one?
I
Or
think-
is it?
I think it was Brain Dead because they did the Hedera and I won the Hedera, but then this
Oh,
one
nice.
after and I missed it. And yeah,
It's beautiful.
found one.
I love
yeah,
the colors. Wow.
he's great. Everything
You posted
Sarge
that
does.
It's a great
in the
sculpt.
group, Dave, and that one, I swear that because they did so many iterations of the 54 Sarajushi, that's my
Right.
favorite one. It's just
Yep.
really, you can't really see it on the camera here, but go check out his pictures in our group. It's stunning. It's really, really stunning.
Yeah, it's a unique because it's like base brown vinyl, but it's
Yeah.
got a lot of purples and blues and like almost like a bronze color. It's
Yeah,
really
that's
cool.
beautiful.
Stunning. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. And like you said, they put out so much that I try to hold off until I find one that I'm like
I
really,
think it was
really
maybe a raffle item.
Oh, maybe. It was
yeah,
for them?
yeah, it was something like that where you went on their store and plugged in your information and yeah, something weird. But
It's the
okay.
antidote to a sea of gray.
Right. Let's see. this one will be a little treat for Leslie and our newfound Ultra 7 fan club here. This Planet X Asia, they're a really cool company that I've been really into their Ultra stuff. They pump out a lot of Subaraya figures and Ultra 7, Ultraman, different shows or different series. And I had never had this one, and I found one for pretty cheap, but I got the old.
You got King Joe.
Oh, nice.
Big old chunky King Joe. Yeah.
He is chunky.
He is huge. That's the problem with these, though, is that they're freaking huge, and I can't.
They're really big.
I'm running out of real estate over here, so I got to figure something out.
Jonathan, Ultra 7.
Yeah. All right. I gotta say, Jonathan, David, and Leslie, King Joe is my favorite episode of Ultra 7 because it's a two-parter. One of the only two. There's Pandon is a two-parter also, but it's a two-parter, and there's so much monster battle action that it's not anything like the other episodes because it's like serious, and it's a very serious episode. I love the King Joe episode. If you've not seen it, that's a good place to start for your Ultra 7 viewing, I think.
Oh yeah, that show. I could go on and on about that show. I love it so much. Yeah. Oh, and Planet X, they also, I don't know if anyone saw, I was messaging the guy that runs them the other day. They just opened a website that I believe ships to the US, which is really cool because he's just like, I can't keep track of these Instagram orders anymore. They're getting too popular. But yeah, it's a really cool website, and there's not a lot on stock on there right now, but you can kind of see their whole archive in a really nice place.
That's a big tease. The archive is a big tease.
Yeah, right. I know.
Sold out.
Everything you missed out on. Yeah.
I know.
I love the sold out image. It's so much fun.
Yeah, right. I know. And then I start searching for ones that are triple the price on the aftermarket. So. But yeah, let's see. I'll do this one. I think 2 left. This one I've posted enough pictures about. I got them last month or the month before, but I think a couple shows ago, Jonathan showed off that TIG 85 or 84 Godzilla.
Yes,
I think he had the open mouth one.
No, he has the closed, I think.
Oh, he does have the closed?
He does have the closed.
Well,
yeah.
Mine is closed, but I got the Cybot version, and he
is cool.
Derpy face
Nice.
Cybot.
So good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh man, I am just.
Can't go wrong with the Cybot, baby. Can't go wrong with the Cybot.
Wow.
He's so underrepresented, and he's just.
Thank you.
God,
Thank
look at
you.
that face.
Say it again so the back can hear you. Say it again.
He is an underrepresented form, and he is the best. I love that face. He's so. And what's really cool is it's a blue base vinyl.
Oh,
so
nice.
You can't really tell in pictures, but when you tilt it one way in person, it's like, oh my god, that thing is really blue.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
Super
Excellent.
cool.
Great sculpt. Like Tig is just knocking them out, man.
Oh,
Oh, the
they're crazy.
train. Yes, I love
Yeah,
that.
there's this little train too, the magnet.
I love that.
Did the are there people in the windows of the train?
No,
okay.
The one that had the Godzilla store put up those kaiju canvas ones a while back that were like 3K or something, but those did have like a sticker on them with like people on the train. I saw, which is really cool.
I was chatting with Kaiju Canvas about that, and I was like, I don't know if Toho's gonna prove that, dude, but I mean they're cool. They're really cool.
They're very cool.
Because they took screenshots from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those, gosh, Kaiju Canvas, his stuff is so good.
Beautiful. It's
so
beautiful.
good.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and TIG, they started showing off a new Space Godzilla the other day too.
The open mouth Space Godzilla.
Open mouth.
Oh my god.
So
I can't.
nice. Oh, their
Yeah.
Space Godzilla is amazing.
I'll be setting a 2 a.m. alarm for that one. Hopefully.
They had a Trendmasters colorway,
And you'll be doing
right?
some rearranging too, because they're big too. The TIGs are big, like the
Yeah.
Planet X. So I love them, but I really have to. I don't know where I'd put them, honestly.
I know they're sizable. That's the problem. I like these big ones, but it's just like
I know they keep getting bigger and bigger.
I know, like, oh my god, some of the stuff at Wonderfest, I was like, that's really cool, but I don't need a 14-inch Shin Godzilla right now.
Oh, dude, yeah. no kidding, right? So whatever,
That
especially the
tail.
Winter Festival
Retro
releases,
Future.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Retro
Yeah.
Future and
Massive.
Yamashi vinyl. I don't remember the other one that had like the giant, this very large burning Godzilla. It was actually stunning.
Oh, in the
Oh,
box.
yeah.
Came in a box.
Came in the box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the price
Gorgeous.
tags on those, not like
No.
a small car are worth
Gorgeous,
those
though.
figures. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Collecting
yeah.
conundrums.
Right.
Cha-ching.
Speaking of Wonderfest, my last thing just came in from Wonderfest. I had never heard of this company before. It was or maker before. It's like Coco Lab. They have like 50 followers on Instagram. Like they must be pretty new. Maybe I don't know, but they kicked out a couple of figures for Wonderfest, and it's my favorite Ultraman Kaiju. And
Nice.
favorite. It's
Oh, Woo! I love Woo. I love me some Woo.
Cute.
That's
he's like
great.
pretty big too. I was
Yeah,
like,
wow.
because I have the little like Amakuma one, and then I was looking for one of the old marmots, and I was struggling to find one. I know someone has one up that's the blank unpainted one, but they did this one, and then they did one from his other Ultra appearance in Ace. Was it where he shows back?
It was
up
either
again?
Ace or Taro, one of those two. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one's got a darker face and like longer hair covering the eye. But this is the original
That's
66
Woo.
one that
Yeah.
they kicked out. Yeah, and it was like really affordable, really cheap, and pretty. I think there's still a couple up on Yahoo Japan. So
Nice.
What's his name?
Woo. WOO.
Did Ric Flair name him?
Woohoo!
Woo! Not woo.
That's two goats.
No,
That's two
he's
goats right there.
Hey David, if you want another Woo, M1 does a really cool glowy version of Woo. It's pretty nice.
They do. They do. I've lost a couple of battles on Bai for that one. I know. I didn't realize how much love Woo got until I started really looking for some of those older ones, and I was like, oh dang, I'm kind of in a battle here.
The X Plus was a really hard figure to find. That was one of the hardest 25 centimeter X Plus large monster series. And I finally got it. And I also got the one with the snow girl with the Yukinku,
cool.
which she's like, woo, y'all.
Yeah.
I love Woo because again, it's like it sort of takes from folklore and puts it into pop culture. And I just love that. So nice catch. Nice grab. I was gonna say catch. Nice grab.
Yeah, check them out. I think it's Coco Labs or something. They've got like 50 followers on Instagram. So I hope they kind of do.
Well, they're about to have 51.
We gotta pump those numbers up, right? Pump those numbers up.
They've got 51 now.
This is not a paid ad. But yeah, I think that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's 5.
Excellent.
So
Nice.
yeah, thanks again,
Well
guys,
done,
for
sir.
having me. Happy to be here, and kick it
You're
up
not
the
done
pile.
yet. You're not done yet. We got more to do.
It's the whole rest of the show to come.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's actually, I'm going to roll through this real fast. So starting with last month and Wonder Festival, as David number 2 mentioned, things have been very busy here in the land of the rising sun, and we've had a lot of visitors, right? So Helmy was here, but more recently than Helmy, let's see, both Peter Santa Maria
Awesome.
and my son Tiger came to visit, and those tie in real quick here because I took Tiger to the National Film Archive, and I'll even tie Helmy into this because Helmy and I went there and a couple of years ago. But we went to the National Film Archive, and at the National Film Archive, they were selling these postcard prints.
No
Santa
way.
Maria, Peter Santa Maria's postcard prints of the I think it's like four prints. Godzilla. Oh, here comes my Japanese. Mechagodzilla, Gigan, Minya, and
Hedorah. Oh, yeah, I got those ones too.
Hedorah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this was just for sale, so I picked it up.
That's so cool.
I don't need to open them up. You guys have probably already seen these because that's actually pretty old. Let's say they're probably like 3 or 4. Yeah,
those are great. Yep.
Cool.
So that was just like I just had to get it because it was like right there and they were selling it. They had a great selection of posters for display at the museum. It's not a very large museum or exhibition, but definitely. Oh yeah, Matthew Kaiju Fanatic was here as well. But yeah, if you ever make it to Japan and you're a cinephile, you should check out the National Film Archive. It's pretty cool. Also, around the time of Wonder Festival, I also picked up a Makani Kong from Creature Bazaar.
Love it.
I love those colors.
I like the colored one.
I love these colors. They're good. They're
Super
red
retro.
vinyl. A huge fan of red vinyl. Huge fan of red vinyl with the blue spray and silver spray.
I got the original.
One of my favorite color combos of all time for Sofubi. So very happy to have that guy in my collection.
And what movie is that from, Christine? What movie is that from?
Yeah, Christine knows.
Dang it.
King Kong Lives, right?
I still haven't watched it. I was supposed to watch it last week and I forgot. Okay,
Sounds to me like someone's got a case of the Spostas.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that
Oh, now you're in trouble. So the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Next week.
The last thing I wanted to show real quick about the Mechanicon is that this did not come with him, but I also have a Tokyo Tower with blue and silver. So these guys are displayed together on my shelf back there.
Okay.
Here.
So Tokyo Tower appears in the film too. Wow, Christine.
I wouldn't know, but now I know it's in there.
No, you wouldn't know.
Spoiler.
I'm telling Linda. I'm going to call up Linda Miller right now.
Okay.
Oh, she's so sweet. I've never seen her movie. Oh god.
Linda, what's up?
She's at Northeast.
Easily
Comic-Con
fixed
right
with
now.
an hour and a half of your time. Just saying.
I watched King Kong Lives, but I can't watch.
I'm sorry to Nathaniel Plummer who's watching right now for saying this, but you made the wrong choice there.
Takarada
I watched it.
Takarada's in the other one.
Oh no, I know. Oh gosh, he's gonna curse me.
Okay.
From love now.
I'm gonna move along because I am trying to make this kind of quick here. Yesterday, I'm bouncing around time zones or time spaces here, but yesterday or the day before yesterday, a new Ichiban Kuji lottery happened here. And for those of us who have been collecting for a while, you might be familiar with the old Toho Machine Chronicles sets. These were two different blind box sets that came out in 2006 or 7, something like that. And those had each set had like 5 or 6 mechas. So one set had like the Atragon, the Gotengo, I should say, the White Heron, the Satsuma Sub, a Maser Cannon from like 2002, and Moonlight SY3, and then the other set. And I'm mixing these up. No A-Cycle Light Ray.
Oh shoot.
No.
Damn.
Big gripe of mine that no A-Cycle Light Ray was made. Which is why I was like so excited when they announced a new Toho Machine Chronicles, because years ago I was saying like you could easily make the third set or even a fourth set with all these guys. So the third set, I guess, was released here with this Ichiban Kuji, where they have prize A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Each of them are sort of blind boxy kind of. Prize A was a big 20 centimeter Mecha Godzilla. Prize B was a Mecha King Ghidorah head, like the one they find at the bottom of the ocean. C was a little rug with the UNGCC, the blue logo, or the blue base with the white logo on it. Anyway, yada yada yada. D was, I think, business card holders, and E, F, and G, I believe, are what I got, or something like that. So I was able to get 3 acrylic stands, which are hugely popular right now in terms of production.
They're making a comeback.
But unfortunately, the whole thing with these Ichiban Kujis is you get duplicates sometimes. I got 2 of the Mechagodzilla titles.
Okay.
This one here, which is all in Japanese, but I'm pretty sure this is sort of like the titles from the side of a poster that's like tease you into coming to go to the movie theater. I got 4 of these keychains, which are actually pretty awesome. So there's a Special Strategic JSDF Forces, there's a G-Force, there's a Jet Jaguar, and last but not least, a JX SDF Kiryu as well. And they're metal, so that's kind of nice. But the G prize, and I made an Instagram video for this too. The G prize is the actual Toho Machine Chronicles series number 3, but every one is a single issue inside of this blind box series. There's 5 of them: Oxygen Destroyer, the P1 from Monster Zero, the Planet X Saucer from Monster Zero, the not Mother but Kids ship from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah,
the Time
and
Machine.
Lastly, the here,
the saucer from Terra, right?
What's that?
The saucer from Terra, right?
Yeah. So I've got what I got was 2 of the saucers from Terror.
Yes.
Which look like this.
Oh, nice.
And one of the kids.
The Time Machine. Yes.
Yeah. Time warp engaged.
Yes.
Okay. So that's my haul from the Toho Machine Chronicles Ichiban Kuji. I was saying in the video that I made for Instagram, I get sort of excited about these things, and then I go and buy my tickets, and I bought like 10 tickets and came home with all that stuff, and it's like less exciting once I get my winnings. So I gotta keep my hopes down in July, because that's when they have a GMK one coming out. So
yeah, you gotta lower your expectations. Yeah,
Start saving your money.
Last but not least, the last thing I'm going to show, I went to Mandarake with Peter and Helmi.
Nice.
In Akihabara, and actually I went to a floor. So this one is the I'm going to just go ahead and mute Christine's dog real quick. Okay. Or thank you, Jonathan. So the Mandarake in Akihabara that has the 8 floors, the big tall one complex, right? On the 3rd or 4th floor, they have books. And, I've got a big book collection here. But I specifically went because I was looking for this when Leslie and John and everybody were here, and David were here in November. And John bought it at Mandarake. John Ruffin bought it. So essentially, I found it on my own as well. And this is the Ultra Treasures set that was produced by M1 a few years ago.
Cool.
And it's very heavy. So I actually had to carry this thing around Akihabara for a few hours. But then Peter Santa Maria and I went and had Helmi's saying Peter's an enabler. That's hilarious.
Man, if they ain't the pot calling the kettle black right
exactly.
there.
I know, God, right? Shoot.
But look at this book. Look at this beautiful book that they produced.
Oh crap, that's beautiful.
Cool. I'm not going to show off too much of it because I don't want to tempt the microphone gods or anything like that. But it's a beautiful, beautiful book showing off all sorts of cool stuff, including I'm not even going to open some of these things. So it's a paper goods reproduction book as well.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So there's all sorts of stuff inside here showing off original pieces and props from the Ultra series. It's really just Ultra Q and Ultraman, I think. But
damn, no 7.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah. No 7 yet, I think. Actually, let me flip to the back. Now, yeah. So here you go. Yeah, look at that.
There's the Gamora head. Yep. Wow.
That's cool.
Gamora.
Anyway, so that's the book. And then if you take out this this spacer piece here, there's a whole separate separate folio filled with
lobby cards,
reproduction scripts.
Oh, neat.
That's cool.
That's right up John's alley. John loves that stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's funny because I told him about this and then he went and bought it, and I was like, dude, what? Yeah, okay. So yeah, and then he never showed it on Collect All Monsters. So this
No,
is,
he didn't.
this is
No.
my revenge. But yeah, it's anyway.
Was
yes,
that super
this
expensive,
here.
Kyle, or not so bad?
It was like 8,000 yen, something like
Okay.
that.
Oh, that's
so
not
bad.
bad. Not crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I haven't really fully gone into it because I need. What I want to do is I want to shoot a video about it, showing off everything that's inside, and that's going to take me setting up like a camera, shooting from above, and everything. So
be great for
I'm
an
gonna do it
Ultimate
later
episode
at some point.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, supplemental
Yes.
something or other.
Good point, Leslie.
Definitely not for right now, and I definitely don't want to do something where I there we go break anything inside of this set. But it's a beautiful, beautiful set, and I remember when Yuji had produced it, and it was sitting on their table, and I was like, "Wow, that's gorgeous," and it really is like a beautiful representation. Like this, even this artwork on the front has sort of like a pearlescent. You cannot see it in the screen, but has like a pearlescent, glittery sort of sheen to it.
Yeah,
opalescent.
Opalescent, that's the word. Yeah.
Anyway, it's really cool. Oh, you can kind of see it on the helmet there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyway, so the original price for this was 17,000 yen, and I got mine for 8,000. So.
Wow, that's great.
There you go.
Nice.
Is that 5? That feels like 5 things. So I'm going to go ahead and call it, and we'll go ahead and move along. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for being part of this show, David Partridge, and of course, all my other co-hosts and everybody who's watching. We got 38 people who are watching live right now. And that means it's time for us to hop into our next segment. Which is, I mean, barely a segment, right? Hang on. What's going on here? Bam, there. Chat room check-ins coming up. So we like to shout out everybody who's watching live. We're going to do things a little bit differently this time, right, Jonathan? So Jonathan's going to throw people up on screen, and Mr. Chambers will shout them out, and we'll all sit back and say hello and welcome. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, Jonathan, fire him up. I'm ready.
Rapid fire.
We got Frank. What's
Frank.
going on, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
Nathaniel. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying his name because that's a stupid comment. So I'm going to ignore him.
Nick Sides.
What's up, Nick?
Nick Sides. What's going on?
Sorry.
Mark Zilla.
Thunder.
Hey, Mark.
Fancies of Cats. How you doing?
Yeah.
Jared Colby. Hello.
Oh, from Florida. All right.
Michael Hain.
What's up, Michael?
Who's that? Noah Bearden?
Oh, Noah.
Oh,
yeah. The Inframan figures you had behind you,
Yep.
David. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Toku Tim, what's going on, man?
Thanks for watching.
Johnny K, because
Johnny.
I
Johnny!
don't want to mispronounce your last name, sir. So Johnny K. So who else? Whatever. Moving on.
What's up, homie?
Senor Abdot.
It's Tommy.
Butch Zilla.
Hey, it's Butch.
What's up? What's up, Lauren?
Andy the Time Lord. What's going on?
What's up, Andy?
Ray
Ray.
2D2.
Our buddy Ray. Ray needs to be in the guest spot one of these days.
Yeah.
DJ Rated M. How you doing?
All
What's up, man?
Again, Michael Hain. Sky Hall.
What's up, Scott?
What's up, Scott?
What's up,
How's it
man?
going?
Scott likes the vintage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch Man 3006.
What's up,
What's
buddy?
going on?
Hello.
Let's see who else.
Right now. That's all we got.
No,
No, we
there's
got-
definitely
no,
some more
there's
there.
There's more.
There's more.
They come. All right.
There's more.
Linero.
Linero 7936.
What's up?
I love your profile.
Zachary Champagne. That's not Dale, is it? That's not Dale, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
Dell usually goes by Mecha Delzilla or
Yeah. Godzilla
Something
72,
similar.
something like that.
yeah.
I do love the picture, even though the movie's overrated.
I like-
but I do love that picture.
The best one.
It's the best one that came out in 1999. It sure is.
Mike Farah.
Kaiju
What's up,
Battle.
Mike?
What's going on?
Oh, Mike.
Blackbird 32,000. What's going on?
Hello.
Johnny McCoy. Hello.
And I think that might do it.
Okay.
Thank you guys all for watching. 40 people now.
Wow.
Wow.
More.
I love it when people
Welcome,
join
welcome.
during the chat room check-in.
Yeah.
Then we got to call them out. Do you know who it was? The last one that joined in?
No, it doesn't show us when they join. It just shows the number increasing. But thank you all for being here. Thanks for being part of this spring cleaning episode. We're going to actually get to the spring cleaning segment in just a few minutes because the next thing we do, as per usual, is take a small break. But don't leave us if you just joined. Oh wait, they already did. Now we're down to 38. Man, I should have said anything. Well, let's come back after our intermission.
A break
so 2-minute break, and then we'll be, now they're up to 39. So we'll see how many we have after our intermission, and we get into.
Let's make it to 50. Come on.
We must stop Godzilla before he destroys the city. I'm saying a prayer for the whole world. What could he want? Unless we find something to appease him, we're doomed! Hold out, we all and every hold out the doubt that burn. Don't be sold out, hold out, it's a taste that's extraordinary. No doubt it's not that burn. Dr. Pepper, hold out, for the out of the ordinary.
Today on Collectible Monsters with Love and Roxanne! Yay! The show!
Oh, you got to give Roxy a hug from Uncle David, please.
It was so
I love
funny
Roxy.
because Lady Kyle films my segments for me, intro segments for me almost every time, and we were joking around with Roxy. Thanks, Frank. We're joking around because like sometimes she has made appearances every once in a while on the show. And right before I usually do this thing where I turn around and say, "Today on Collectible Monsters," and right before I did that, she had like jumped up and put her front paws on my leg, and so it just really threw everything off, and we were like laughing our asses off about it. But yeah, Roxy's also a collector of monsters. Just kidding. She has a collection of plushies that she has destroyed most of.
They're now monsters because she's chewed off their heads, right?
Yeah. She's got like a couple of hedgehog people things and a squirrel that's missing some ears and yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and move along to our main segment. Our main segment has to do with spring cleaning. Spring cleaning, everybody. If you have not been a cleaner of your collection, maybe you should. This is just a play in the background while I talk, but here at my collection room, every once in a while, it's my office as well. So, and also the loft, which is one of our only storage spaces in the house, is above me. And I have to clean up pretty much. I kind of have to clean up every week or so because even just by doing work in this station here, stuff gets moved around. And so I thought this would be a great time to talk about cleaning your collection. We have it's going to be a real loose discussion. I've got some questions sort of in my mind that I want to ask you guys, and I'm sure everybody here has some questions. But more importantly, if you're in the chat and you have questions for us about how we clean our collections or what we do for X, Y, and Z, let me know. Well, pop them in the chat, obviously, and hopefully we'll get a nice, good segment here where we're talking about all the good clean stuff. So,
all the good stuff.
Yeah, because cleaning the collection. I tell you what, when I had the big collection in America with the giant room, that was a nightmare, and I hated it. And plus, like I said this at least to the co-hosts in the planning stages of this episode, with both dogs coming into the room and so many people coming through and the projector and it just eating and drinking and everything. That room accumulated so much dust. So I really hated it. Cleaning, that is. I hated the dust, but I hated the cleaning. And I had a couple of instances where I was called out because I would take a picture of my figure for the group or for the show, and then somebody would comment and be like, "Whoa, why is it so hairy?" And so, that's my fault for getting a Shiba Inu, because boy, oh boy, his hair was everywhere. So cleaning, it's something everybody should do more often than not, I think, is what I've been finding myself having to do. But having a smaller space here in Japan, it really does force me to do a modicum of cleaning, at least straightening. So the difference between straightening and cleaning, I guess, would be putting things away so that everything looks like, it belongs somewhere. That's straightening up. And then cleaning up is when I actually literally have to take everything down and clean it. Did I tell you guys about when I got mold here?
You did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So the first year we were here, we were treating our house like an American house, and we had our air conditioning turned down like very, very low. No one told us, you can't do that here in Japan because you'll get mold. So
oh no.
I think maybe about 7-8 months into living here, Lady Cal's like, "What are these dark spots on the wall?" And so we actually had to pull it all down. If you were tuning in to Collect All Monsters around that time, I think there was maybe an episode where I had almost nothing up, and it was really a pain. But I did use that opportunity to dust all my figures and put everything back in a way that worked for me. But I still have the problem where dust accumulates. How do you guys deal with just an overall question? We'll just go one at a time. Leslie, then David, then Christine, and then David number 2, Becca David. How do you guys, what's your regimen for cleaning up your collection, Leslie?
That's the thing. This may sound weird, but I rarely get like really big, I guess, accumulations of dust, because the way I have my room, you probably can't tell, but I keep my room, like I got 2 windows, right? But they're both blocked by boxes or like a black sheet. So there's no sunlight that comes through here. Also, when it comes to visitors, I rarely get visitors. Like last person that came in this room outside of me and Sandra, and sometimes we don't come up here sometimes for like a week or so sometimes. The last person that was here was Rich, and that was last March. Like, again, I treat my room like the Bat Cave. Like only certain few people know I have all
hermetically sealed.
Yeah, so I keep my room sealed, and I have dogs, but they ain't coming up here. So I guess I'm lucky in that part where there's not a lot of traffic coming through here where dust can come in and get on my stuff. But on a rare occasion where I do have to, like, let's say, get a figure and it might be a little bit dusty, I just take some water, put it in the microwave, get it scorching hot, get like a rag, dump it in there, squeeze it out, and just get all the dust off, And it can be more complicated with some figures, like let's say Destroyer, for example. Like you gotta get all the underneath the wings and the horns and the tail, and it's more complicated. But that's what I normally do to get dust off of my stuff, but I really have it because of the way I keep my room under lock and back cave type of key, basically. So that's it for me.
How about you, David?
Well, you said something before. You said there's a difference between straightening and cleaning, and Keith has told me that so many times since we've been together. I'm usually much better at the straightening part, but he's like, "Did you just straighten this or did you clean it?" There is I'll tell you right now, there is a difference. And but anyway, I have kind of a unique challenge because my collection is spread out. This is the main room where you see me do the show. This is actually the garage. And we had an air conditioner put in because it's so hot in the desert, so everything doesn't melt. And we have a composite floor put on, so it's not just a concrete floor. And this side is all my collection, and the other side, the car is actually on the other side. It's a pretty big garage, right?
Oh, wow.
However, the door does have to open to get the car out. And if it's a dusty day, a windy day, I have the added, problem of sand coming in. So the stuff that's on this side over here, sometimes it has like a little thin layer of little tiny sand particles that are kind of crystallized and stuff. So that's kind of a challenge. We did have a shop vac put in here so I can keep the floor nice and clean. It doesn't get as dusty as you would think. The sand is the main issue out here. And then inside, I have the new the old Sofubi tower rather is in the guest room, and the one that I just showcased is right outside of this room. There's a little alcove, and then I've got stuff. My vintage pieces are spread out throughout the living room. So in a nutshell, I use this a lot for the shelves. A good old Swiffer does a really great job for shelves. And if there's something really caked on there, I use like a little Windex and a paper towel that usually takes it off. I realized after I just did this major spring cleaning when I did the rearranging that I have to do it more often. Probably like each season. I should probably do a major deep cleaning each season, not just a light dusting. Oh. So I know we're going to talk about techniques a little bit later, but it's definitely a challenge, but it's not as bad as it could be. Like when I lived in New York City, I had a teeny tiny collection, but it got dusty like every single day there was dust in there because urban area. But it's definitely a challenge. And I know, Leslie, I hope you go into more detail about your model kits, because dusting delicate, intricate, fragile resin kit, I don't want the Swiffer to get stuck in the dorsal plate, that whole thing. Yeah. So that's always a challenge. And I do use a compressed air sometimes to get in the crevices, but I haven't done that in a long time. But anyway, you just wanted an overall a scenario. So I'm going to pass down to Christine. What is your routine for cleaning typically?
Well, luckily, since we just moved, I was able to quick clean everything. But usually what I do is I have for my Sofubi, I like to use a microfiber cloth. That pretty much gets rid of everything. But I have cats. So I have cats, and I'm actually in my room a lot. I like to come in here. Sometimes I'll should I rearrange this? Or I just like to look at them too. So actually, I'm surprised I got more dust in New York than I have gotten when I've been in California and here. But the cats like to come in here and they'll sit on the window. I have a window over here. They like to sit on the window ledge and look out, but I have some of my X Plus over there. So
do you worry about them knocking the stuff over?
No, it's big stuff. It's the big heavy,
okay.
I guess the Mondo statue and my big X Plus. So they're not knocking those over. But I do have, like you said, compressed air is amazing for if I just want to do a quick dust off of stuff. That pretty much takes care of that. But yeah, usually once a year, I will deep clean everything. So everybody gets a bath. Everybody gets, I usually put them in the tub or under the shower head and, get them all, get a toothbrush and the grooves for the X Plus. And my Sofubi, I don't really give a bath unless it's really bad. But lately, if I just keep up like I said, the microfiber cloth on them, nothing really. In this room, for some reason, even though I'm in here a lot and the cats are in here, there's not really hardly any dust. I might get some cat hair, but they're not really in here a lot. But yeah, it's actually not been bad. If I keep up, you know, sort of keeping it clean, and then once a year do like a deep clean. But I just moved, so I just deep clean everything. So everything's still pretty clean right now, which is great.
So you got another like 7-8 months before you need to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before it gets bath time again. All right, how
How
about
about
you,
you?
David? Because I see you guys.
Yeah, I was telling these guys on screen before that I kind of regret getting these black shelves because the dust just. I have two very large dogs, and they shed. They don't really come in here. I don't really let them. Like right now, they're just sitting in the doorway looking in here, but because they know. But you know, it's tumbleweeds, especially when the summer
Oh
rolls
man.
around and they start shedding. It gets bad, and the dust, I mean, like kind of like Christine was saying with the Safubi, it doesn't really get that bad. And the nice thing about them too is I'm not really worried about breaking any of these things. They're just soft vinyl, so it's just like pick
Right.
up, toss over here, dust them off, microfiber cloth, that type of deal. Um, but yeah, it's like I swear to God, it's like a month, and I look at these black shelves, and I'm like, oh man, there's already a layer of dust on these. I don't know how this is happening. I've talked about cleaning our like ducts like in our HVAC, like in our house to see if that kind of
Oh.
slows the problem down. But
It
yeah,
does help.
that's
If you change the filters in the ducts, it does help.
right. Yeah. Yeah. We changed the front. Yeah. We got to do something about it because it's just, it can get brutal, especially in the summertime when the dogs are just shedding like crazy and that sort of thing. But I've never really given them a bath per se. Like I have noticed on some of my older figures, like some of the old marmots that I picked up on the aftermarket, where I'm like, oh my gosh, there's kind of a layer of dust on this guy.
They get
And
sticky.
yeah,
Some of them have a film on them. So some of the older
Yeah.
M1s and marmots have like a film on them, and I'll talk
right.
about how to get that off when we talk about technique a little bit later.
Yeah, that's good to know because I have one. It's like this guy, like this, like the 2000.
Yep.
Like
He's a
these
culprit.
little, they're so bumpy and they just
Yeah.
everything gets in there, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to run this underwater or something, or I guess whatever you have to say here shortly. But nothing too dramatic in here, other than ironically, I have a duster here too because when I was setting all this up, I was like, I need a dust in here. But yeah,
Dusters unite, just like a beta capsule.
right. Yeah, I promise this isn't a bit. I actually use it. But yeah, nothing too crazy other than dusting and microfiber cloths and these little sweepers. And then I'll usually spray the surfaces off with some cleaner just to, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually does anything, but I tell myself it does. But yeah, that's about it for me. Nothing too crazy. I get stressed out looking at like David and Leslie's collections of all these big heavy figures. I'm like, I don't even want to
that's the
think
challenge.
about moving these around.
Yeah.
Like especially when you're running out of real estate, it's like one little bump and you can have a domino effect here. But
And
I
then
guess they're heavy,
David,
so.
you also forget where you put it because I have them in such a way where they fit like kind of like Tetris. And then if I move this one, oh wait, where did I have that one? How come it doesn't fit anymore?
You gotta take a
Oh my gosh.
picture.
And
Dude, I had
well,
to
yeah,
take
I gotta take
pictures of the top
You know
of
what?
my shelves. Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't do
absolutely.
that because it's all different now. It actually looks a little bit better, but it's all different now. And it was like definitely a lot of 4-letter words were flying around. It's not a fun time. It's not like a picnic, I gotta say.
I had
Definitely
to
not a
do
picnic.
all of mine because I had it very specific. I had a bunch of K-Lax and when we were in California.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, I want to switch to just the Vitcho. So literally, I had all my Safubi was on like 2 big K-Lax shelves, and I managed to somehow, I don't even know how I did it, fit all of them onto these Vitchos.
Yep.
With risers and all that. But now it's like they're very particularly placed. I have tails like turned.
Yep.
And
Tails turned.
I'm like, oh my
heads
God,
turned. And arms are all up so they can fit. You know, it's
I don't know how to do it again. I'm like, oh, so I'm nervous when I have to clean this one because I'm like, man, I don't want to.
But as David said, you know, Leslie and I and Kyle, who have model kits, and X Plus isn't as delicate, but I am terrified that something's gonna happen when I'm dusting and cleaning them because some of these figures, you know, I don't know. It's just I don't do those as much as I should. Let's just say, because the Sofubi is a walk in the park compared to that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Kyle, how about you? What do you do?
Well, I will actually go back in time and talk a little bit and relate it to David's and Christine's comment about the Calyx shelves from IKEA. I had the black ones in America, and they were. I loved them in terms of their sort of like uniformity and how they looked, but the dust just shows up so prominently on them.
Yep.
So my regiment when I had those was I would take a duster and a vacuum cleaner, and I would go shelf by shelf, and I would basically like dust it, and then I would vacuum the air around where I was just dusting, because that dust has to go somewhere. That's a smart
idea. Yeah.
And then I would put the stuff back in that cubby, and then I would move to the next one, and I would just like go, one by one like that. I didn't have to worry about the book when I had. You remember, David? I used to have like the books on the bottom shelves.
I do.
And boxes and stuff like that. So I just had to worry about like the 3 or 4 cubbies on top. But those tops of the shelving units where I had all those X Plus figures, I definitely had to take a picture of it, because if I took stuff off to dust it, I would have to be like, okay, how did I Tetris this back in here? And there were so many times where I would like put everything back and I'd be like, no, something's wrong and I can't get this guy in.
Exactly. Where is this going?
Yeah. So, but in that last house, what would happen is we had a bathroom upstairs. We had 2 full baths, right? So the bathroom downstairs was the guest bathroom for the most part. The bathroom upstairs was just for me and Lady Kyle. And so I would take towels and I would put them on the counter with the sink. I would open up the shower, which had the sliding doors, the sliding sort of glass doors, and I would run the shower super hot, get all the figures blasted with water. This is mostly for the X Pluses. Once they were showered off, I would then sort of shake off the water and I would place them on the sink, and I would basically do that in sections. I would fill the sink top, let it dry, do another batch, and then sort of like just cycle that through until I had all of the top shelf pieces. It wasn't just X Plus, because I had a lot of like the big Bandai figures and stuff like that up there too, like the old Orochi the 8-headed dragon figure, and any of the other big stuff. It was a total pain in the ass, honestly.
I bet.
I do actually I think I keep this room cleaner here, but I will say that in terms of dust, Hachi doesn't come upstairs because he's too old these days. So his hair doesn't really get in here too much. Roxy's, on the other hand, holy crap. That shelf, down directly behind me, which I'm having trouble moving out of the way.
Oh,
this one here. Like the bottom shelf is all super robots, and the middle shelf is like Keita. I mean, anyway, whatever about that. The super robot shelf, because it's lower to the ground, gets covered in her hair. So I definitely have to pull those guys out and clean the top of that shelf, and then I vacuum so much in here. And someday soon, I'm gonna have to go in here, because I had a year where I pulled everything out anyway, sort of like what Christine was talking about, where she just moved, so she had to clean everything anyway. But it's been well over a year now since we had the mold problem, and these guys have been sitting here almost untouched for a year. All the Sofubi pieces. So I have done some light rearranging to the top glow shelf, so those are kind of clean. But yeah, I definitely, when I was moving some stuff around below, I noticed dust on the mirror vinyl on the shelves. So gonna have to do it at some point, which means I'm gonna have to go shelf by shelf, picture by picture, and take everything down. I'm not looking forward to it, but it is much easier, as we've said, to dust off the Sofubi stuff than the X Plus and model kits, where the dust just goes
right in the
gets
grooves.
right in those cracks.
In the grooves.
Yeah. I will say, this is not advice for that, but if you have larger pieces of soft vinyl, because even X Plus is technically soft vinyl, but if you have large pieces, we were given the advice, and I followed it at one point, of taking soft vinyl toys and putting them in the top rack of a dishwasher.
Make sure it's a top rack.
Make sure it's the top rack. Make sure the water's not super hot. Make sure you don't use detergent, right? I think it's like just plain water.
Yeah, plain water.
And if you like, I took we were talking about before, correct me if I'm wrong, David, the Great Monster series, big 1989 release of the 64 Godzilla.
Yes.
Oh.
I used to have that, and it was caked with dust, and so I bought it used. And so yes, exactly, Mark. Sean Lincolnback taught us this.
Yes, he did.
I separated all the pieces out using a hairdryer, getting the body hot. So I pulled it all apart. I put it in the top rack of the dishwasher and cleaned it that way. It worked out really well and got it about as clean as you could pretty much get it. I won't say that it looked brand new, but it looked better than I had ever seen it in person. So definitely something that is worth looking at, and you don't have to take them apart necessarily. It was so big.
That's such a big piece.
Fit him in. Yeah.
Standard size.
The dryer part on when you.
No.
Like hot.
Standard size Bandai.
Just wash. Just water.
Without you having to take them apart. Like if you have a standard Bandai, or even the smaller ones, they'll fit perfectly in there. And of course, take the tags off, of course, and because they're going to get
right.
But you have to say these things because some people just,
Of course, no, you're totally right, dude. You should definitely make sure you take the tags off before you put it in a dishwasher. If you're the kind of person that doesn't take the tags off, then that's not going to be an option for you.
Not an option. I was terrified to try it, but I trust Sean so much. I did it with some of my older standard Bandais, and like Kyle said, it doesn't look like brand spanking new, but it looks better than it had in years. So I have yet to do it with a Sofubi piece. I haven't done it yet, but maybe maybe one that I'm not like really in love with, just to make sure. But I have a solution to clean those, but when it gets to me.
Mark Rodriguez is saying that his tags are all attached on his Bandai figures, so that's not really a great option for you. But what I didn't used to do this with everything, but with my tagged Bandai figures, sometimes I would take a Ziploc bag and I would tape it around this was if it was like, I'm talking about the big ones, right? The ones that were like, you can't just use a toothbrush on those and get them clean in like a couple of minutes. But I used to actually wrap a plastic bag around like some of the tags, like the Orochi, and put that in the shower. And like, I wouldn't just leave it in the shower. I would just like strategically move it around. But speaking of, another option is to take boiling hot water and use a toothbrush. And I think Leslie said that earlier too.
I do that.
So using a soft or medium toothbrush in terms of stiffness, and just kind of like getting those nooks and crannies scrubbed out. Dust is really the worst offender for a collection.
Dorsal plates. Oh my gosh, I hate.
So with the toothbrush technique, you get I use warm water. I use hot water. I use warm water, and I put a little bit of Dawn. Dawn takes like any kind of a film off, and I dilute Dawn in the water and get a little bit of suds, and then just rinse it right off, and it takes pretty much everything off. So I found that to be pretty helpful. With just like normal dust. It's just like normal dust. Yeah, dust is evil, Ray. Evil. Yes, it is. It is
everywhere.
Yep. It's evil.
All right. So, who else has questions for us in the co-host group here about cleaning, or tips that you'd like to share for cleaning? David?
Well, I have a question for Leslie and a tip. So I'll ask Leslie first. Leslie, how do you clean because you've got so many beautiful, custom, delicate, painted model kits, and I don't know. How do you dust those? Do you use compressed air, or how do you clean those?
No, I just use wipes.
You just wipes.
Because
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I use wipes because like with the whole rag thing that I said earlier, a rag with resin, resin is a different beast, obviously. So
It's a
with
different beast.
resin, you have to be extra careful. And so with the rag, you can't just like be rough with it like you would with a solid vinyl piece. But with resin, I just use wipes, and I try to get the wipes that don't leave that papery residue after you finish wiping something. And that's what I normally do when it comes to resin. But yeah, going back to what Kyle said earlier just now, like let's say Batra, for example, right? This Batra, like again, this was based on, ain't she? Ain't he? Why haven't they done the flying one? Whatever. But
right.
yeah, but before last night I took him off. I was just looking at him because I haven't seen him in a while, and he was a little bit dusty. So what I did was again just take some like a real hard rag because it's a solid vinyl piece, and I just scrubbed it down. But again, it's kind of hard to get everything because
in those
he has all these spikes and these bumps and everything, all that good stuff. Man, I love this figure. Whew. Anyway, but again, what Kyle just said, what I did, because like these places right here, like in here, it's hard to get with the thick rag. So I use a 1-down toothbrush after it's been through my raggedy ass mouth for years, and I'll just dip it in some hot water and just scrub it and get all that dust out. It takes a little bit, but as you can see, he looks brand spanking new. Like again, this thing is awesome. We should more love for Batra, ladies and gentlemen. More love for Batra.
Agree. Here.
I know the movie sucks, but he does it. So God, yes. But
he's beautiful.
But that's what I do when it comes to resin and all the good stuff. So
yeah,
that's it for me.
That sounds good. So lucky for me, the dogs do not come in the garage at all. They're not allowed in here. And they don't really go anywhere near the shelves because I kind of have them on higher shelves. So I don't really have to worry about hair because neither one of them sheds all that much. It's a tiny bit in the summer, but I never have a problem with dog hair infiltrating into the collection. So I'm lucky in that respect. So one of the things that I was talking about before, some of the older vinyl figures, it could be a Marasan, a Bullmark M1, they sometimes either come with or they get this sort of a film on them. Even some Bandais have this too. I'm sure Mark can tell you that. And it's almost sticky. And I don't know what does that. It could be the way it's stored, the way it was shipped. I don't know. But it really is a dust magnet, and dust gets on there and it's really hard to get it off with just like the normal techniques. So what I do is I get a basin of warm water. This stuff is great. It's called Gugon.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a citrus cleaner, and it doesn't remove paint, but I dilute it with water, 3 parts water, 1 part Gugon. And I just take a toothbrush or a rag and I just kind of brush it over and then give it a good rinse, and it takes that film right off.
Wow.
So, and I'm even going to take it a step further. A lot of collectors, including myself, have had an issue where either you're moving something around, you've had them in a box, and they kind of rub up against each other, and they get a little bit of paint from another one on the figure. And it's like, don't stress, because what you do, you take this stuff, you don't dilute it. What I do is a Q-tip. You can't get enough pressure on a Q-tip to make it work. So what I do is I take a toothpick and a paper towel and kind of wrap it around, and then I aggressively but carefully scrape that part, and it takes the scratch right off. There's nothing.
Oh,
and it's worked. I've done that with figures that I bought for cheap because they have a scratch on them, and it comes right off. Now, it's not going to work if it's gouged. If it's gouged or the paint is off, that's a whole different story. But say it happened to my Frankenstein, my M1 Frankenstein, right?
Oh,
He had a silver streak because he leaned up against something with silver dorsal plate, and it wouldn't come off with the normal technique. So I tried this out, and it, like a charm. And I actually bought a glowy Titanosaurus from Wyatt Gordon years ago. He's like, I got to tell you, it's got a scrape on it. And I used this technique. It came right off. So
wow.
just be careful. Just be careful. And make sure that it's not a gouge or the paint is off, because there's nothing you can do with that. But I know a lot of you have had this problem, and I really hope that it works for you as well as it has for me. But that's one technique that I use. Like I said, like Leslie, you might want to try this for your resin kits with all the big, Godzilla has all those, radiation scars, like the lines in them, like the folds. The compressed air, like Christina and I use, that does really help because you don't want to get in there with anything, a wipe or a brush or anything, because if it snags on something,
right, it's
all over, and but it's definitely not a fun thing to do. But I think if I personally, if I do it like seasonally, do it in the winter, do it in the spring, do it in the summer, do it in the fall, one time, like a deep cleaning, it really does work. And one thing, Kyle, you were talking about books. I was rearranging my books the other day, and somehow, like if they're on the shelf and you can't, they're like packed tightly in there, you don't really dust them that much. I pulled one out and the top was full of dust.
Oh no!
So make sure you dust those, even though you don't really see it. Get in there and dust the top of those books, because it's not a good thing. And microfiber. I do this first, and then I do a little Windex, and then I do the microfiber on the shelves, and it takes everything off. So it's just one of those things that we have to deal with in the community if you want to keep your figures, looking their best. And I don't know this to be true, but I think if you leave dust on figures for a long time, it could actually kind of damage them, or it doesn't come off, or discolors them or something.
Sticky sometimes.
And the stickiness is, like I said, hopefully the technique I mentioned with the stickiness. And again, the dishwasher, I am going to try eventually a Sofubi figure in the dishwasher and see how that goes. I'm a little bit scared about that, but yeah. Sean Lincolnback, who deals in a lot of vintage, and he's been in the game for a long time, and he's one of the best people to ask about these things. He says that he's actually put vintage Sofubi in the dishwasher, and it's worked for him. So I'm not saying do it, but just proceed with caution. And you could always contact him yourself, and he might have some more nuances that he didn't actually mention to us. So
yeah, I would probably reach out to Sean just in case we forgot a step or something. Like, we don't want to be held liable.
It's like, damn it, Kyle and David told me to put it in the dishwasher and it's ruined. No, please don't do that. We're not, responsible for any mishaps. But that's pretty much all I've got to say about tips and techniques. Christine, do you have any tips and techniques that you?
Well, I was gonna say for my gigantic burning Godzilla, and actually most of my X Plus. So usually I do the toothbrush thing, right? But getting between the dorsal plates is such a pain in the butt. And I remember when I was in New York, my gigantic burning Godzilla was like filthy, dusty. So usually with those, what I'll do is I'll put them in the shower. But like I have like the long shower head. Yeah. So I'll put it on like a harder spray setting to get in between the dorsal plates. And then it'll just wash all that stuff right out, because I can't reach in there with a toothbrush because I'm afraid of, rubbing against the vinyl or whatever. But when I use like the harder spray setting, and even if in the nooks and crannies, like it just takes everything right out. And it's easy. Just toss it in the shower, get a good flow coming out of a good setting on your shower head. And
you put it in the shower?
Oh yeah, they all go in the shower. Yeah.
There must be some traumatized figures.
You got to videotape that one time. I'd love to
say that. No, you don't.
She's gonna have her bathing suit on. She's gonna put her not with her. Come on.
It's a family show.
We're not going down that road. But
Your next
Christine,
plug-in.
you have to mention that when you do anything with water, either a basin, the sink, or a shower, you got to make sure there's none sitting in there. Because sometimes it leaks out. If you don't shake it up, take it out because that water stays in there.
Yep.
I mean,
I always let it dry.
I've thrown a couple things in the pool just to play around with, just to take pictures. And I have. I have.
Oh, you
and it's not chlorine. It's a saltwater pool, so I can do that.
Okay.
There you
The
go.
chlorine would f it up, But I remember I had to let it sit out there for a couple days because it was like his bottom half was like full of water.
That's true.
He wins for the day.
And then, yeah. I'll share those pictures at some point, I'm sure.
The shower era. That's amazing.
Shower era.
Swimming with Sofubi. Yeah. That's a whole other segment. All right. Anyway.
Before we move on, I saw Jim Gala was asking if we had any suggestions or if anybody had any, air purifiers. I actually considered getting an air purifier when I lived in America. That's not true. We did have air purifiers. But my room was so big that I couldn't get an air purifier that worked for that room.
Okay.
So, in my budget,
it was gigantic. Yeah.
That was a huge room. I mean, it was massive.
You need like 3 air purifiers in there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So I actually probably would consider getting an air purifier for this room. I haven't thought about it, but if anybody, not just on the panel of co-hosts here, but if you guys are watching live and you have a suggestion of an air purifier that works for your specific collection space, go ahead and pop it in the chat because I actually am curious. I know that here in Japan, I'm going to have different options than what you guys have in America, but 99% of everybody watching is in America anyway. So go ahead and throw it in there. But yeah, did you guys, anybody here on the co-host panel ever use an air purifier?
No,
that's supposed to be one of the ways to get.
We had one in
dust.
Seattle, but it wasn't in the
down.
collection room. It was in the living room. So
Yeah.
I don't even remember what it was,
Gotcha.
what brand it was. And
Yeah.
they're not super cheap either. They're really not, but
No.
a good one. A good one is not super cheap.
Uses one.
Yeah, he needs to use more than one. He's got like 17 different rooms. So
Really? I didn't know that.
I mean, it is like it's.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we did not know how he has a massive, giant collection house.
No, I did not know.
It's all news to us. All right, well, yeah, no worries. I mean, basically, if no one has any suggestions, I guess. Who said that? The HEPA filters.
Oh, that was Ray. Ray said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would basically say anything, especially if you have a dust accumulation issue. I would suggest if you have air ducts in your house, get them checked out, make sure they're clean, because if you have an old house, they never had the air ducts cleaned, that is something to definitely check out.
Do it, yeah.
If you have a smaller room and you just want to use a HEPA filter, there's all sorts of ones out there, but I would definitely look for one that is built for dust specifically. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. You got to kind of make sure Faba doesn't dust up your stuff, Frank. But yeah, True Sense Z3000. There you go, Jim.
Yep, there you go.
Straight from the helmy.
Straight from the helm. Dave, do you have any suggestions for your Sofubi?
I don't have a ton of suggestions other than I stay on it pretty consistently.
Okay.
Tom.
They're really
Hey, Tom.
they're really easy to
Hey, what's up, Tom?
just, mess with. I feel like I'm taking pictures of them so often too that I'm just constantly moving stuff around, and then I'll just
Yeah.
notice. And it's usually once every couple weeks I'm in here with the duster, just kind of trying to stay on top of it. But I'm really thinking about getting these ducts cleaned to see if that knocks that back, because like you said, this is an old house. I think it was built in the 50s, and I'm pretty sure the people before us had pets too. So it's just probably just circulating
Yeah.
all this dust.
It's such a big system too. If you have central heat and air, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely something. If you're having an issue with it, I definitely would say like getting somebody in to check it out at least is a good idea.
Right.
I know that I wish that I had done that in the big house. Had somebody come clean my air ducts out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Cool.
All right.
Right on.
Well, I think this is a good spot for us to sort of like end the spring cleaning segment. We've already gone 2 hours, and we're gonna have one more segment here before we close out. Is Jonathan Portman ready to join us on screen for the next segment?
Come on, Jonathan.
Thumbs
There
up.
he
What's
is.
up?
Jonathan.
Thank
Hello,
you
there he
again for
is,
producing,
right there.
and
Of course.
thank you for this upcoming segment.
Oh, hey. Well, thank you guys for all the tips and everyone in the chat for chiming in, because I gotta say, I am very guilty of this. I definitely need to dust. I actually, like a week or two ago, I spent pretty much I thought it was going to take like a couple hours. It took like 4 hours total. In our space, David, you've seen it. It's not really that big, so I underestimated it. I cleaned, Swiffered, cleaned, vacuumed, swept every corner of this apartment. I even dusted the walls and the ceiling and everything and the windows.
Oh, right.
And but the one thing I was avoiding, at least to do their own time, like they need their own time, is my display cases. And I'm looking at them now. You can't see them because they're kind of far away. But yeah, I definitely need to do some cleaning because, wow, the dust is unreal. Anyway, so we have a new collector's moment this week. We didn't have one on the last episode, but we have now figured out the issue and have now completed which will be our second official new collector moment of 2026. And so, Kyle, if you have it queued up, without further ado, let's take a look at.
I don't have it queued up. Do you have it available on your computer?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
If you have it, that'd be great, because for some reason it was giving me problems downloading.
Gotcha. Okay, well then I will share it.
While Jonathan's getting that ready, what I will say is what we're looking for the collector community is every month we'd like to showcase not just a collector like David here coming on and joining us, but we're looking for the collector moment for someone to come on and showcase some of their items in their collection. We kind of have like almost like a static script, not script, but questions that would be nice for someone to answer. And Frank did an amazing job on his, and
can't wait to see it.
So we'll be reaching out to some people looking for some additional submissions in the coming months, because this is something we'd like to do, is really help showcase people's collections.
Excellent.
Okay.
Ikimashou.
Yeah, I love seeing other people's collections and stuff. I really like how we switched it up.
And David, just because you're on the show, you can still do this too. Like, we'd love to see your collection in this format as well.
Yeah, I'd love to.
One moment.
Yeah, especially that one S Plus you just bought.
Yeah,
which one is it you get anyway?
I don't hear your audio yet.
My favorite suit's the Daisenso Goji suit, and
Good
when they re-released the Ebra set, I was like, yeah, I'm not.
Oh shoot, that's amazing.
Like, I'm not.
Okay, John. I think Jonathan's ready. Sorry.
Wait, is he ready?
No, I went
ready.
to share. I went to share, and it's only playing video for some reason. Don't know why. The audio is playing in my ears.
Are you sharing it as the share screen or sharing the video file?
Share screen.
Yeah, do video file instead. Try that.
Well, unfortunately, the video file is too big to
share. Not to upload. To click. If you click it, it says share screen, image file, video file, extra camera, slides of PDF.
Video file. Oh, okay, there we go. My bad.
Yeah.
I clearly have not done this before.
Daijobu.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
A little rough, but here we are.
Hey guys, welcome to my office. I'm Frank Bendorf, and welcome to my collection.
My collection has spanned over 15 years, but I've honestly been collecting seriously for about the last 7 to 8 years. I retired from the Navy in 2023, and as I wound down my career and I knew I wasn't going to move as much, I took the time to start collecting more seriously. When in the military, you move so often. I was so scared of so many of my things being either lost, which unfortunately happens quite a bit, or severely damaged, which unfortunately also happened quite a bit. As my collection has become more and more serious, and I've tried to pinpoint what I actually want to collect, I've come to the realization that my favorite kaiju in the series is Hedorah. Something about the smog monster, or as I like to call him, Hedo, is so unique. I remember watching it as a young child, being absolutely terrified from some of the scenes, especially when people turn into skeletons. It's something that you didn't often see in the Showa era, and just something about the smog monster, aka Hedorah, was so unique. And I especially love in Sophobi forms and different collectibles how unique and the different art forms that he can take. Now, I try and collect as much as I can to represent all the different eras in Godzilla, and especially poster art, as I'm able to get some of the B1, A1s in different poster sizes here in Japan. But I've taken the time to accurately and take my slow time to display everything and add a little flair with certain things that I can find since I've been living here in Japan about 10 years. Like so many collectors and Godzilla or Toho enthusiasts that I meet from around the world, one of my first experiences was growing up through local TV stations. And one day I just happened to be sitting on the couch with my grandmother, who basically raised me, and she was delighted to see one of her favorite actors, Raymond Burr, on TV.
Yes!
So 1984's Godzilla, or as we know, Return of Godzilla, was my first film that I ever saw. From that moment on, I was absolutely hooked on anything Godzilla. Alright, so this is my first kaiju figure. This, along with another one, which is like known as, to me, as the Imperial Godzilla, like the Chinese version of the 1984. I got this Anguirus when I was roughly about 9 years old from my aunt. So I had an aunt that got me very much into the kaiju universe because she had a job in Osaka working for Shell Company, oil company. And she brought this back along with a buttload of DVDs/VHSs and opened up an entire realm to me. So this one here is especially precious to me, and I'm glad I still have it after all these years. Unfortunately, I don't have my other one, but this one is super sentimental to me. So my top 3 figures in my collection, this is one of them, obviously. This is my second one that I ever had in my piece, which I got autographed. I found this at Mandarake last year, but my original one was a green version. And unfortunately, when we were moving from California to Sicily, so I could serve in a NATO command while I was in the Navy, the box never made it. So I lost all the furniture in several pieces, including my first autographed version of Green, which I got autographed in Yokosuka base when the original MonsterVerse Godzilla came out. And he came out to show all the support to the service members there and watch the first screening on base. This bad boy right here, my Bullmark Rodan, which is an original. I found this at Fukuoka Mandarake, and it's sentimental to me because my son had just been born. It was our first trip out of Sasebo because COVID restrictions and everything, and it was our first trip to Fukuoka. So our 5 years that we lived in Kyushu, obviously Rodan is king down there with Ma Aso, and we lived just a few minutes away from the legendary Saikai Bridge. So always a favorite to me, one of my favorite movies. And then lastly is one of my most sentimental pieces, and obviously I love this so much. So it's the original OG Ghidra. I get choked up about this because my second time ever going out into Tokyo by myself one day, I just so randomly come upon an apartment that someone had died and they were selling everything in the collection. I bought this for, at the time, 5,000 yen. It was about $50. So absolute steal for the price. I love this thing so much. I've had this in my possession for almost 15 years. Like craziness, but I love this thing so much. So my favorite show here in Japan, hands down, is Wonderfest. So Wonderfest, if you're not prepared for it, absolute chaos. But if you properly prepare for it and you, I almost have to say it, logistically scope where you're gonna go, it makes it for all this. And my favorite figure that I've ever gotten out of there is just last week at this year's 2026 Wonderfest, because my wife went above and beyond and got me this beautiful piece. The tree frog.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
For a colorful edition.
Magnificent.
I can't say enough about this thing. My wife was an absolute awesome. Wow. Like, I can't even put anything about it. This is my third one. I unfortunately had to sell my fourth, which was the green, because I just fell on hard times and it was the right part, but I know I'll get a fourth one back. But this thing is absolutely beautiful. The camera probably doesn't capture how those burning essence and the flames come off. They're actually pearl, almost like a peach color, and the eyes are just
beautiful.
So cool, guys.
Magnificent.
If this actually comes out and you're able to get your hands on it, please do. It's probably my favorite burning transition, and I already got the white one as well, and that one was a pain to get, but this, I can't say good enough things about it.
Wow.
Marry her again. Marry her again. Marry that woman again, Frank.
Awesome job.
That was so good.
Nice work, Jonathan and Frank, both. It's beautiful.
And he's coming to G-Fest.
Awesome.
He's coming to G-Fest. Yes.
That's right.
Oh, is he really? That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
And his whole family, they're coming, and we going to the South Side, baby. Yes.
There you go, Frank.
Nice work,
That
Frank.
was awesome.
Loved it. Loved it.
All right. So, so if you're watching and you're part of our Collect All Monsters Collectors Facebook group, you know this is the kind of thing we're very interested in showing off at the end of every show. So make sure you reach out. We will be reaching out to some people just because we know they're interested, but you got to sort of like be willing to put some work into it. But man, what an awesome like selection of items to show. And obviously very happy to be in the same country as Frank. I love hanging out with him. We unfortunately have not had a chance to hang out this month, but we're getting tacos at the end of the month.
Oh,
I'm super excited.
There we go.
Oh, y'all balling.
Yes.
And I'm going to go ahead and say, ask the group, is there anything else anybody else wants to say? Jonathan?
I would like to add something just because we have everyone here, and a majority of you who are watching have, some of you have reached out to us, and yes, we hear you, we see you, and we will get to you eventually. But there's just a lot of awesome stuff from the collectors show. I would say watching this video that you just saw, Frank's video and Steven's before that, that's the sort of format we're looking for. So if whenever we reach out to you, just know that, look, yes, it will require some work on your end, but the key point is, you see, as you saw in this video, there's a lot of post-production that goes into it as well. So all you really have to do is just film yourself with, a decent like frame, like horizontal, like landscape style, showcase, we're going to ask you these certain similar questions, and just film yourself answering them and showing some stuff off, and even showing your collection and all that stuff. And look, if you're not comfortable being on camera all that much, that's totally fine. You could just send that stuff to me and we'll make it into something. So just to know that going forward, we'll make it work on your end as well. And we're really looking forward to seeing who's going to be on the next collector's moment, because we really like this new format and the style. It gives it more personalized look into each of our members who are part of our family, and we like to see what you guys are up to just as much as ourselves. So Thank you.
Excellent. Well said.
I want to say something
Anybody
right
else?
fast.
Yeah, go ahead, Leslie.
First off, thank you, David, for being here. Mecca David, or whatever the hell we're calling you. Thank you for
Imposter
being here.
David.
Also, thank you for being another Ultra 7 fan. Jonathan, we're growing, baby. We're growing.
Yes, we are, sir. Yes, we are.
But I do want to answer this question since I'm the only one that can answer this question. Nathaniel Plummer asked, "How have you guys watched Marner? What do you think of the last episode? Blah, 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 blah." Again, I'm probably the only one that's watched that show.
Probably.
I'm waiting until they all come out.
I'm also waiting till they come out because I don't have. I'm gonna have to sign up for Apple TV for this. So.
I know. I got a 7-day free trial, so I'm waiting until all the episodes.
So they always show up and just binge it. All right?
I'm waiting until Hell freezes over.
Right.
There
actually,
you go.
You know what? Actually, the joke's on you, because actually, this show is really, really good.
I know it's good. I know. I'm gonna give it a shot. I think the fact that I do like Kong, Monster vs. Kong, and I think the monsters are pretty cool. I'm just not a fan of the legendary Godzilla. So I eventually I will give it a shot because everybody seems to really dig it. Fans and non-fans.
Yes, it's a really, really cool show. It's a cool show that gives more of a backstory to Monarch. Yes, they are monsters, but they only show up every now and then. But as far as like the human characters, Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell, they do a great job. Great job. The first season was a slow burn. It was fine. This season so far, we're in episode 3. Just happened last night. It is great. It is great. I think some people may find it boring because it was more human driven last night. But it does have a King Ghidorah reference. It has a Mothra reference. It has a Mecha Godzilla Monsterverse reference. Yes, it is good. It is good. It is good. And Godzilla has not shown up yet. Only Kong, and also the Titan X. That thing is amazing. It is so amazing. Oh,
I've seen little images, and I said to myself, I'm kind of in Kyle's camp. I'm gonna wait till more show up so I can just binge it. But yeah, there are parts of it that do look, great. And I will say, I'm a sucker for certain actors, especially. They have my attention with Kurt Russell involved in the show for sure. So
yeah, it's a great show. It's a great show, and it takes place after the events of 2014, and before the events of King of the Monsters. And they really show, when you're not on Skull Island, they show how San Francisco has tried to move on, and it shows a realistic depiction of how a city responds to an unprecedented kaiju attack. And I know the MonsterVerse has had its fair share of crazy and stupid moments and not fleshed out characters too well and all that stuff. And all that is true. But in this show, they do a great job of fleshing out.
Or character development. Yeah.
So Leslie, I have a question for you. So does someone need to have seen the first series to watch the second, or can you just jump into the second?
In my opinion,
okay. All right.
Yeah,
in my opinion, series sets up a lot of.
Also, David, the first series doesn't really have a lot of Godzilla in it. I mean, he is in it, but like,
but that's a good
series
thing for David,
definitely.
Though.
What's that?
That's a good thing for David, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It is. I like.
I'm giving him a reason to watch it.
No,
it is really more about the characters. Yeah,
no, I like that. I like that aspect of it, and that's to me what's missing from the MonsterVerse films is what Leslie just said: the character development and the story.
Yeah.
Not just bang them up, shoot them up, Transformers, blah blah blah. But anyway, no, I really do enjoy. In case anybody doesn't know, I enjoy Kong Skull Island a lot. I really do like that.
Oh,
I think it's fun.
So
it's a fun movie. So if it feels like that. I'm all in. I'm all in. And
the second season does far feel like more Kong Skull Island because Kong is more focused. But man, Titan X, that monster, it's not Scar King, it's not Shimo, it's not a generic monster. I get it. This monster is interesting. It is worshipped by some people that look at it like a cult god.
Okay,
I'm not going to say anymore, but it is really, 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 really good so far. Please check it out.
I will.
Shit
I
frets
promise.
up the lore more a little bit. That's cool.
Yeah, David, I'm kind of in your boat where I'm not a big MonsterVerse guy, and kind of like Jonathan said, I don't know if it's because I'm a Kurt Russell guy, but the show is very good. I think it's very good, and like you said, what the MonsterVerse has really missed out on with human story, character development, this show does have it, and I enjoy it.
I'll give it a shot. All seriousness, I'll give it a shot, and then we'll have a discussion about it. I think that would be great. I think that would be really great when it's finished. Well, I got to go back and watch the first series, like you said, and and then I'll catch up on these. But you know what? I'm willing to give it a shot because pretty much everyone who has seen it, like I said, fans and non-fans, loves it. And Jonathan and Dave, I really do like Kurt Russell, and his son seems like a really good actor too.
Yeah, he's great.
So
and Anna Sawai too from Shogun.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yep.
Oh, she's in it
She's
too.
in it too.
Oh, snap! I love her.
She's great.
Also, the girl who played Daniel Son's girlfriend in Karate Kid 2.
Yes,
she's in the show too.
That's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Interesting.
Kamiko-san. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. All right.
But it's
Cool.
good. It really is. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. That's all I want to say. See y'all next month.
So I just want to say,
Right.
I just want to say a couple things. Like I said, I'm going to be hanging out with Jay Key on Monday. That'd be cool. I'll take some pictures. Maybe I'll do a little quick interview with him, which might be kind of fun. And twist his arm about maybe being a guest host on our show too. That might be fun too.
You gotta come to Kaiju Go.
Go to Kaiju Go, and I'm sure he'll be at G Fest because he's got such a beautiful
Oh yeah.
professional
He's on the
setup
vendor
at G
list.
Fest. It's amazing. And also just real quick, I resurrected the Gods and Monsters toy photography page. So if anybody wants to take pictures of their toys outside, please feel free to join. It's just a bunch of geeks who love cameras and playing around with their toys, taking pictures. So it has been resurrected, and I promise I won't neglect it.
It's a good effect. A lot of people, as soon as you resurrected it, like most of those groups, especially when groups haven't been, active for a while, people don't really, and even when you restart it, people don't really like chime. It takes a while, but as soon as you started it, like people were posting like almost pretty consistently that very day. So
well, that's great. I love it, and it's fun. And we buy these toys. We spend a lot of money on these figures, models, and toys. Why don't we enjoy them? Take pictures of them, but carefully take them outside. You don't want to break anything, But it's just a lot of fun, and I just love it. And I have a little tiny contest. We're gonna do each month. There's a theme, and I'm gonna choose my favorite from each month. And then in December, a winner's gonna get a nice prize, which I haven't decided what it is yet.
Oh, look at that.
So anyway,
David, you also have something to promote as well. What just happened?
What's that? What just happened?
We resurrected something else recently that hopefully we're going to keep doing more consistently going forward.
Oh,
What's that?
just.
Right.
It was just on.
The Camp Minute.
Oh, sorry. Duh. Senior moment. Yeah, the Camp Minute. Yeah. We had a production meeting, and we were talking about there's no reason why we can't be doing those Camp Minutes because they're really fun. And honestly, this one was really fun because I only did it in one take, which is great. Like usually I take 30 takes because I want to make it perfect. I just was chill and we did it. And I can't take most of the credit because it's Jonathan, man. He makes magic. Like this is what he does for a living, and it shows because he made my ass look good. So it's well, at least I think I look good anyway. But it's fun.
You do,
and I think it's great, and I think we should all try to do a couple more of those.
It is.
Yeah, look for those on YouTube Shorts. We're going to try to post those more consistently on our YouTube channel with the YouTube Shorts and on Instagram as well as Reels. So keep a lookout for those as well. Hopefully, maybe we can do Leslie too, one or two.
I'm not a minute man, so I can't help you.
It's okay. You can film it as long as you want. I can make it into a minute for you. I'll work my magic.
Okay. Here we go. Now
you
we
can showcase the
Sounds like a
sweatpants. There you go.
perfect time for me to
Now
cut
we're
you
getting
all
punchy.
off and say thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of the episode, of course, for my normal co-host, but also thank you, David Partridge, for being here and stepping into our guest collector co-host spot. Thank you all for watching. We still have 41 people who've tuned into this 2.5-hour show. We will be back. There will be, supplementals and stuff coming soon, but next month's episode is going to be a Daimajin special. I'm super stoked for that, and I think I can go ahead and say our special collector guest host is going to be my old co-host from the Kaiju Cast, Gretchen. So look forward to that, and look forward to more awesomeness in the future. We're going to go ahead and say that until next time, our planet may be doomed, our Earth devastated, the monsters are in revolt, and civilization is in chaos. We must unite and Collect.
Oh,
monsters.
monsters.
Come on, Roxy, come on. Come on. Trying to give you a little spotlight before we go. All right. See you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.